it's working. Hi.
Yeah.
There we go. That's like some difficulty.
Hello.
Oh, you did not hello. Oh, I need to adjust Ewan's camera. He's in a new place
I got
now.
too many
Hello.
meows in.
Hello,
Oh,
everybody.
Hi
But-
guys. Hey.
Hi all. Welcome to Aldrithe of the Week.
Oh no.
Thank you for the new subscriptions. Wow, there is so much going on. We have cats on camera. We have all this kind of shit. Goddamn. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the renewed subs. It is so good to see everybody today. It is. I have missed this. I have, which is funny considering the lack of prep that I do during the week. I don't know if we have a lot of announcements to go over today. So far it seems to be that my audio and mic are working, but I'm not going to jinx it. You never really know. I did realize that when I listen to myself, there tends to be a little bit of background noise. If there is a decent amount of background noise, or like at one point I heard a high-pitched noise, please tell me. I don't know how I'll fix it, but it'll be good to know. And we'll just see what happens. Otherwise, the chronicles of my internet issues continue. And I am still working on making sure that I can keep the stream stable. I think I have fixed it, but just in case things act up, we're gonna see if we can go one stream without my internet going down. We're gonna see. But if it looks like I'm going to have to, I will warn you guys at break. And that will be its own thing. As usual, I am aware that I am in debt on some my names. I am aware of Mugged Arcida and Opal. I have them in the back of my head. Thank you so much for the new sub. Or not new sub, row sub.
I've
Hi,
never heard of
Ivory.
Opal before. Is that your original character?
Yeah, Opal. It's kind of a new one that I just made up, you know. Anyway.
Are they
What class?
a warlock?
Actually, they are a warlock.
Would they happen to be inspired by a certain type of stone?
Yeah.
Are you
actually,
gonna threaten to press charges against a popular D&D campaign?
Well, I think that's the best way for
What kind
me
of
to
question is
become
that?
best friends with them, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm sure they'll
Do you think
definitely invite
better
you onto
party
some
table
kind of-
dynamics?
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope you all watched Oops All Opals this week. That was not our stream or anything like
Beautiful.
that. It was just a lot of fun, and they raised a lot of money for a good cause, so...
You raised $5,000.
Right? That's insane! So I know that I saw a couple of you guys in chat. So cool to see you guys there. If you saw Aldrithe, the official Aldrithe D&D person in chat, that would be me, abusing the powers of having the Twitch account. But it was great to see everybody there. Otherwise, other than technical notes and Opal's notes, I will say, new VODs should be going up on the YouTube soon. The fact that they are not up on the YouTube is now entirely my fault, and I will fix it.
Your fault. I'm ahead of you for
Yes,
once.
you are. It is entirely my fault, and I will fix it. So hopefully new VOD should be up on the YouTube soon, so everybody can get nice and caught up, and then after that, I will look into making the recaps that I keep saying that I am going to make. And I will. But yes.
I can spearhead that. I don't do much here. Also, big thank you to the two folks who just renewed their subscriptions for 3 months and 4 months. I know we didn't mention that, but
Yes,
big thank you. The two of you, Spearwaldy and In Loving Emery. Thank you.
But yes, with that, I don't think we have anything else to go over today. So I am ready to Dungeons and Dragons, Wyverns and Basements, mayhaps, if you all are down as well.
I believe I am, as I have just finished setting up my dice.
Awesome!
Oh yeah, nice. I need those. We're good and professionals.
So, last we left off, the Fated Four had finally left the city of Moongate.
It only took us, like, what, 8 sessions?
It only took you so many sessions. After coming up with
And
some...
also one of the PCs going into a brief coma.
Absolutely. After some...
I'll press pay for moving.
Certainly, interesting information, that the group got to learn together, and an interesting dream sequence at the beginning of last session, Psyche found himself in just, a little bit of a coma, as in this eventful dream, Psyche managed to completely cut herself off from the Lady of Thorns. At least, such is how it appears, as Psyche is now without a character class, and without access to magic or a possum, unfortunately. However, while working around the fact that Psyche was briefly in a coma, and managing to get them out of it, the group prepared to make their way to Morinheim, through their allies, Giles and Aber, through some interesting polymorph shenanigans and the purchase of a new wagon once upon arrival, the group finally made it to the capital city of Othis. And a city that was much bigger than they were expecting, cloaked in snow and a little too dark of a sky. And then we had a bit of a shopping episode. Group got to walk around and get some new winter clothing so they don't freeze to death on the road, and start to orient themselves so they can figure out what's next as they look at the Rutsin Prairie and where they think they might be bringing Cyanma and Lazri. Or should I say Ripley and Ophelia. But either way, that is where we pick up with Psyche and Nomos back at the inn that you all are staying at the Forged Boar, but Armani and Ivory, I believe, were going to go just look for dinner and explore the city a little bit more. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember, sure.
That's what I have written down on my notes.
We're at a little dinner date.
You're at a little dinner date.
Yes, you guys decided to have a dinner date while Nomos and I took a fucking nap.
Yes.
Yeah, because you guys
were
notably exhausted.
Absolutely exhausted. Yeah. Psyche with an actual point of exhaustion, and Nomos having expelled all of his spell slots at once. But either way, Monty and Ivory.
Yogurt.
You said you were just going to be out looking for food. Is there anything else you want to hit while you're out, or are you just out for dinner?
I mean, I would just like to get my bearing of the city. It's a big old new place.
This is a big fucking city.
Yeah. I think we'd probably stay within like a 20 to 30 minute walk of the inn, but like yeah, we can like wander for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're just kind of exploring and seeing like what we can find, getting our bearings, all that.
Yeah. Are there any like I don't know what time it is, but are there like street performers? Is there like
Oh, absolutely.
Is it like a bustling place?
This is a busy city.
I know it's freaking loud.
It's pretty loud, and this is a busy city. You almost aren't super affected by the snow on the roads because the roads are so heavily trodden that it's just like all of the snow is just completely crushed underfoot. And stomped down into, you know, how like snow on the roads turns into like kind of a muddy slush. Yeah. Like, you don't even have to deal that much with the snow, other just because of the amount of people, the pure density. Of course, as time goes on throughout the night, the streets start to thin out a little bit, the crowds start to thin, but they're still pretty dense, and especially with what seems to be doing kind of a scattered night market.
Cool. Very cool, very sexy.
But within, you know, about a 20-minute walk, you can find probably, this is more of a residential area of town, so you kind of walk past a lot of just, like, random houses, but in the areas that are a little more, that are a little more city-wide oriented, those seem to be more market-oriented, so, again, you have access to a lot of these vendors and stuff like that. There's a couple taverns. You appear to be staying at one of the main inns in the area, but a lot of, like, standalone taverns are in the area, and they are bustling, very busy. It seems like a good amount of the crowds on the streets have simply thinned because they are out partying indoors. And if you're gonna be sitting indoors to eat anything, it's gonna be a bit of a trip and possibly a bit of a wait.
Gotcha.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Do they give you a fantasy buzzer to tell you like when your reservation is ready?
Depends on the
Did you have to
tavern.
like come back?
They just cast like
off?
magic missile at you, and like when you get hit, you know that your dinner's ready.
Ewan, darling, I have spent 7 hours of my day today in a restaurant.
We don't need to do restaurant simulator.
Wait times right now.
We don't need to do restaurant simulator. This is
fine.
escapist fiction.
Oh my god.
I had a man get mad at me today because I brought him his drink and it wasn't the right drink when the actual server rang it in wrong and I wasn't his server. I was being nice.
Yikes. But
I hate that so much.
if you'd like true escapist fiction, you don't necessarily have to get your food from a tavern. You can just like get a one to go from one of the market things, and you don't have to deal with
Street
the
food
restaurants
vendor.
at all. Yeah.
I would like to roll to see if I can hear any poppin' music and see if we can find a good place that we can find some sick beats at.
Okay, make a perception check.
Now.
Those are a lot of
said a
words
lot of
you just said
words.
to me. Yes.
That made me miss my wife, though.
Yeah.
The only note I have on my
that's
notes
not
for today is, I miss Journey. Fuck.
Alright, so that's an 11. What am I rolling?
This would be a perception check since you're just kind of listening for stuff.
15.
There's a lot of music going on. In fact, sometimes walking down streets when you've got a bunch of the word that's coming to mind, the comparison that's coming to mind here is Bourbon Street and New Orleans, where there's just bars on both sides of the road constantly, and they're all playing different music. So like when you get close to one, you can focus, but otherwise it's kind of a bit of a cacophony. Because they've got these different, so occasionally there'll be taverns directly across from each other. You're sure they're really interesting competition. And if you kind of near close to one, you'll hear a bard in there, and if you near close to the other, you'll hear a bard in there. And then there's like a couple street corner buskers and stuff like that. So there's a lot of options if you want to just listen to something. Go on a dancing date, mayhaps.
I don't know if we've established since session 1 how our dancing skills have been.
Has anyone improved upon their dancing skills since
I've been
session
improved.
two?
I'm exactly the same.
Nomos,
I have to
Nomos
dance
has been
again.
unable to, as he does not have a partner.
Okay, gay ass.
Well, I have a partner tonight, so
Yeah, you do.
Sucks that you're in an LDR. I'm gonna go dance with my crush now.
Such music.
I think Ivory's gonna find something nice and upbeat and just literally grab Armani's arm and we're going into a random old tavern.
All right.
And
yeah.
going up to the bar and being like, I want food.
Let me pick out a thing for you right now.
Yeah, sure. Who do I pick?
Okay, so I just went to a tavern generator and it gave me the stupidest name possible, so I'm going to use it.
Good, let's hear it.
You walk into a tavern called the Draconic Dragon.
We're playing Dungeons and Dragons, good to know.
Because obviously the
That's
dragon
like-
itself was not
that's-
draconic enough.
The
Oh,
Draconic
boy.
Dragon.
The
That's
Draconic
like
Dragon.
the
Singing
Filipinian
Tales of
Filipino.
Dragons.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I just saw it on the generator and went, that's what I need to have in my city.
Here's the
so,
thing, though. That is realistic because I can name so many restaurants that just have shit names.
Yeah, exactly.
And they sometimes have really
It's
good
like
food.
that one hill in that one place that's technically translated to hill, 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 hill.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Alright, so you
Paint me a word picture of the Draconic Dragon.
you grab Armani's wrist and drag them into the Draconic Dragon, which is a let's see. What flavor do I add to the Draconic Dragon other than this place looking like something like directly out of the worst corners of Gen Con?
The stonework has small diamond-shaped engravings alongside every single wall, making it look as if the interior is made of scales itself, lending to the Draconic Dragon name. Hi, I am also a dungeon master.
Yeah, alright, I'll take it, sure.
Sorry.
Sure, I'll
Sorry.
take
It
it.
is playing music that sings tales of revelry in which there are heroes fighting dragons.
Absolutely. Yeah, Andy, there are some bards playing. I would say there's a bard with a violin, maybe. I'm just saying. Ooh, I love the idea that this is the Rainforest Cafe, but with dragons. That is a hot
Yes.
take.
Exactly.
So I
They
think
just have bad stuffed, like, not stuff, like animatronic fake dragons everywhere. and they're not even good. And that's like having weird animatronic people in a restaurant, because again, dragons are sentient beings.
Cats.
It's like Chuck E.
Oh
Cheese.
God. No, that already exists in Wakefeld.
That's true.
So it's FNAF.
That's true.
But either way,
that's very true.
Either way, we did just get a Me My Name, which I have noted. And as you enter, yes, there appears to be kind of a dance floor type area where a very young-looking bard looks to be, mine was like elvish descent, right? I'm right.
Half-elf.
What?
He is a half-elf.
That's what I thought. Elvish descent, with long brown hair and glasses, correct? I'm remembering this character correctly. Playing the violin, just completely fucking shredding it on the violin. I am taking artistic license and making it an electric violin just to make it fit the vibe here. But like the magical version of an electric violin. This looks like kind of a scrawny little kid though, I'll admit it. And as you enter, you hear kind of the bartender, like the song kind of ends, and a moment later the bartender, sorry, I got distracted by the pole. I still got me. I knew it was coming, and it still got me. As the bartender speaks up and goes, "Ah, yes, and can we get another round of applause for the young Milo Gandon? Thank you very much. Woohoo!" And then another song begins. But there appears to be this kind of bard setup, and for obviously this Milo Gandon person, that kind of a little bit smoother stone than the rest of the building, and then the rest of it is set up with a variety of tables. Very, very busy. And you see a few, and there's like kind of low-key, kind of shittily made dragon animatronic looking things on the side. For some reason, my brain is giving me the idea that, like, how in grocery stores they have the little rain things to water the
little misters, yeah?
Yeah, the little misters. I'm imagining, like, there are some tables here that are underneath the animatronic, and they get, like, a little bit of smoke, like, blown from the dragon's nose. Yeah.
I do have a suggestion, which is that all of the servers can cast thaumaturgy at will.
Absolutely.
And that's where the thunder and lightning comes from.
How many tieflings work here?
Love it! Oh, it's all tieflings. This is an all tieflings establishment.
I love it when we all as a party
This is
work
collaborative.
together.
It's great. This is the core of D&D.
Dungeons and Dragons is collaborative storytelling manifest.
This is the core of storytelling. Also, whoever voted yes on coleslaw, fuck you. I'm sorry, you're just wrong. Coleslaw is good.
Whoever just put coleslaw bad
you just said
for
yes on coleslaw.
5,000 points, I have bad news because the answer to this will be yes.
What did you? I can't see how to open this as it's progressing.
Also, this isn't showing up. This isn't gonna show up in the VOD because the predict doesn't show up in the chat. Just for context, as this is an argument that we have, as a group, have been having all day today. There's currently a prediction poll up in chat itself that is coleslaw good or is coleslaw bad? So that is why the chat has erupted into arguments over the nature of coleslaw. Anyway, back to the game. Thank you for redeeming your Me My Name. You pull into the Draconic Dragon. And the dance floor appears to be pretty much open, even though everything else is busy. You don't have to buy food here in order to use the dance floor.
I think I will anyway.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's quite loud in here, so I'm going to kind of lean in and kind of mid shout. Not full shout, but you know the shout you do indoors.
Yeah.
Would you like to get some food? I think that guy, and I point at whoever I think is a server.
Okay, there's kind of a hostess type deal going on. You can go talk to the host to get seated. But
Restaurant simulator.
Yeah, we're gonna restaurant simulator this. I'm committed now.
I'm good.
Oh god. Sorry, I just looked at the poll again. Yes, we're restaurant simulating it. It looks like they're pretty busy, and you might have to wait a few minutes to get seated. But if you're willing to wait for a little bit, then they can seat you eventually, since you're only a 2-topper.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
While we wait, I think I'll fish out, let's say 5 copper, and I'm gonna go toss it to Milo Gandon.
Okay. Then you can sacrifice 5 copper, give Milo Gandon a tip.
Yep.
And in the meantime, you can enjoy the music and then sit down and get some incredibly overpriced food.
Yeah, sure.
How
overpriced are we talking?
I mean, this is the Dragon Cafe. This is the Draconic Dragon. It's got a bit of oh my god!
Is this for coleslaw bad?
How would we like to have the only thing this place sells is variations on coleslaw?
Yeah, no, fuck you guys. I'm getting coleslaw in here.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
72.
I need everyone to know that Floyd threatened to kill Armani over coleslaw bad.
I also need you to know that as that happened, there was an internet issue on the stream for a moment, and so I think just as the Twist of Fate was redeemed, it went down for like half a second.
Yeah, it did for me too. It was like, you know what?
Yeah. So, first of all, Ivory, I do need you to roll a D100 for me, unfortunately.
72.
Oh god, we've hit that one before.
Have we? I'm afraid. Pick a different table if we
I have about 3 tables that I cycle between.
So I do like the full title of this restaurant being
Oh, you
the
have
Draconic
gotten this one
Dragon
before.
colon.
Oh no.
The Draconic Dragon colon the coleslaw compendium. Sorry, please continue, Mhairi.
You have gotten this one before. If
you want to stop, you violated the law against coleslaw. Be my guest.
It's you gain resistance to all damage for the next minute.
Oh, pog.
So you have gotten this one before.
Nice.
I was so scared.
I eat like 5 bowls of coleslaw this time, so that I'm resistant against getting sick to coleslaw.
Okay, this is becoming such an argument. So I will say about half of the menu is just coleslaw. It is obviously the specialty of this establishment, and they're very good at it. And so there's a lot of different variations on a slaw. I mean, there are other options, but like, why would you get that?
I rolled for if Ivory likes
Where do you
coleslaw,
think you
the
are?
answer is-
Not the Draconic Dragon coleslaw compendium?
Yes, the Draconic Dragon coleslaw compendium, yes.
I did roll a 4 on if Ivory likes coleslaw.
Well, you can choose. You don't have to roll for this. You can make Ivory make the right decision.
This is D&D. We can do whatever we want. I mean, it doesn't... Fuck the dice.
I didn't ask for a roll. You can just make Ivory do the right
I wanted
thing.
to know for myself.
Don't worry, Cassie. Hi, you don't need to watch much today. We've already used Twist of Fate as a method of revenge, so your job is done for the week.
Have fun befriending ducks. It's more fun than whatever coleslaw
Whatever
fight
the fuck is happening here.
Fuck all of you. I chose, yes, delicious coleslaw, yummy.
I am now
That's the
at
answer.
35,500 fate points because of how much money I put into that poll.
What the fuck?
Fuck yes.
Okay, so, either way, there is so much coleslaw at this establishment, it is completely unavoidable, and, there are, like, 2 meals that are not coleslaw.
What are they?
I don't fucking know.
Potato
grits.
salad.
Floyd
Grits.
Water.
Macaroni
Plain
salad.
grits. And a macaroni salad. What?
Okay, well, I had an actual idea.
Oh, what do you have?
Well, you said you based this on Bourbon Streets, and I was thinking about fantasy beignets and how cool those would be.
Those would be cool. I'm not putting fantasy beignets in the coleslaw establishment, but I will make them available elsewhere.
Yeah, that's cool. And maybe like the weirdest crawfish-related thing that you can think of.
Shrimp and grits. I'll put shrimp and grits in here.
Yeah, shrimp and
I'll do
grits
that.
works. For the record, we have
How far
3
are we from the
Southerners in
ocean?
D&D campaigns.
So
Pretty far.
Don't worry about it, Ewan.
Pretty far.
This is like trying to get shrimp in like no, that kind of works. It's like trying to get shrimp in Nevada.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have,
I never said it
special
was
magic
good
shrimp.
shrimp and grits.
Thinking about it because I'm not having them eat fucking coleslaw.
It's a magically preserved. We live in fantasy.
I never said it was a good shrimp and grits. And anyway, yes, it's called
No,
I'm
supplementation
still gonna
magic.
eat it. 'Cause I don't wanna eat
Anyway.
coleslaw.
Anyway.
I'm going ham on this. Coleslaw is delicious.
Fuck yeah.
Some good, yummy,
Each
good
of you,
yummy
I'd say for the meal it's gonna be like 1 gold total.
For coleslaw?
Yes! This is
You
the
don't pay for the
draconic
food,
dragon.
you pay for the
This is the
experience.
You
Yes,
pay
I
for the
pay.
experience, and also I hate it here. Shrimp heaven now.
I will pay for Armani's coleslaw as well.
I'm not
In
getting
recompense.
coleslaw.
I will pay for whatever food you get.
I'm getting the shitty shrimp and grits. And I will die by this.
You will. So, that'll be 1 gold total if you're paying for Armani's meal, at the Draconic
Yes.
Dragon Coleslaw Compendium. Okay. What do we think, despite the coleslaw? I mean, I'm basically sitting here going, despite the coleslaw issues, what do we think the vibe is at our little table here between the two of you? What do you talk about?
It's a little hard to talk. It is loud in here.
Yeah.
It's very loud. So I think it's a lot of like, food's good. What? I said the food's good. Gogo's minted? That's kind of the conversation that's happening, I think.
I love the idea that like the servers are just going way too ham with thaumaturgy.
Oh, absolutely. You
Oh,
just
yeah.
cannot
no,
hear.
like, boom, crack, fire noise, and then like the animatronics go, and then the misters go.
Yeah. They simulate it like a dragon's lair, so there's a bunch of like fog in the area, and you can only kind of see like things beyond like your general like immediate vision.
Compared to the dragon that we fought and slayed, how similar and how realistic is this experience to the lair that we actually were in?
Considering the dragon animatronic is like 5 feet long at best, like I would
thought
say
it was
it's
a
not.
bunch of little ones.
No, there's like one
What's
big
the
one on the
atmosphere?
ceiling, and then maybe some little small ones too. So like none of this is
Okay.
not a realistic experience.
Okay, gotcha.
I do point at them and say the anatomy on that part is like totally terrible.
Is it? I don't know much about dragon anatomy.
I
would be
mean-
told.
With it, my brain immediately went to I can show you what a dragon looks like. Because I have like
I don't know
Oh
much about dragon
no!
anatomy.
No!
Would you like to?
I mean, I've only
Only
seen
one
one
dragon in the middle of this restaurant.
I'm not going to.
You should though. I think it'd be very funny.
I mean, here, actually, real quick question. I can't write. How okay is my drawing if I pick up a pen?
You can
Can I
draw.
try?
You can attempt to draw, yeah.
I'm gonna grab a napkin and like a pen I have in my inventory. I think I have one from.
Yeah, it's not that you don't
back
have
I
use
get.
of your hands. It's just it's more of the
Yeah.
language itself. So if you tried to like
Yeah,
draw out a language, that's not a way around
No,
it.
I'm
but if
gonna
you're just
draw
drawing
out a dragon.
stuff- Yeah. Make a dexterity check for me, just out of curiosity.
Yeah, let's see. So that's pretty bad.
Okay.
Hold on. Where's my dex? That's a 7.
Ooh.
Can I help?
Kinda-
Nope. This is an independent endeavor.
Demonstrating dragon for you. I don't think you can help me at all.
You know, it kind of looks like a very wobbly horse.
Yeah.
But maybe with
And I
wings.
try to like draw out some like little scales and stuff. It just gets progressively shittier.
Yeah.
At the end, I kind of do some scrolls. I'm like, that's the fire parts.
Huh?
I shove it across the table. I'm like, okay, so that's the. You see how that part is not right.
No, I see how the leg doesn't curve like that on the thing. Yeah, everything.
Oh, I
The scales-
didn't actually mean to. Well, that's. No, that part is right. I mean.
Oh, so which part's wrong on the dragon? Which part's correct on here?
This went on for several
I'll-
hours.
I'll find a book later that's gonna show better than me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a,
And I just kind of like push it across the table towards you. I don't want to look at it anymore. It's a little embarrassing.
I take it and I put it in my pocket.
Okay. So,
Dragons asides, what kind of music is playing?
it's bopping.
I don't know.
You know that one
fantasy
electric
genres.
violinist on TikTok that just goes so hard with all of their covers?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got like cover music in the style of that.
Okay.
Interesting.
Milo
is it something I
Gannon is
know
fucking
by-
shredding it.
Oh hell yeah. Dragons aside, are you done eating?
Yeah, this was not very good shrimp. We're really far from the ocean, so it's like, it's not super great.
You'd think that they would just like teleport it in or something.
You'd
That's-
think. You think.
Like a whole like drop shipping anyway. I love this song.
Do you?
Yeah, actually. That's a 16. I think I'm familiar with it.
Okay,
I think
sure.
I actually am.
You're familiar with it. It's a cover. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Do you want to join the masses?
Sure.
And I think we're gonna go dance it up a little bit.
Absolutely.
We've had a tense while.
That sounds
Yeah.
totally great. I need both of you to make performance checks for me.
Yeah.
I'm so scared
I'm still
right now.
caught up
That's
on the
stupid.
concept of spending teleportation spells for shrimp.
Yeah.
Listen, no, hear me out. Shrimp is if they have a circle that is specifically for that, like the wizards that we have met, I think that there could be a business that is transporting sea goods to Nazi
Boy.
places. Is that a 1?
It's a
a 3.
3.
Oh boy.
I have a -2. I have a -1 to performance, so that is a 2.
Thanks. 2.
I, on the
Ivory,
other
what does it
hand,
look like?
got a 19.
So,
15 plus 4.
Armani's really trying their best. Like, really trying their best. This is not... I think Armani's probably had a little bit of, dance classes before in their life, but it wasn't, this kind of dance. It was more like, you need to learn a foxtrot box and you will die in a foxtrot box. Like, I feel like it was very strict, fancy... kind of ballroom dance type thing. Not really the type of dance that fits for the music right now, and you can tell. Armani keeps trying to make the foxtrot box work for this song. It's not even the right kind of beat. Like, it's not the right kind of time signature. Like, this is not correct in any capacity.
You know that the beat that's repeating is an odd number, and you are doing a step that has an even number. That's not going to...
Well, I know how to do a waltz. I can do a waltz.
No, don't. I think you will kick someone.
Okay. I'm just gonna do
I
this.
would like to like grab their shoulders to stabilize them.
Okay.
And like, no, try. I don't know how to dance very well. I
No,
don't
but
know
you're
how to
winging
describe
it
this,
pretty
but
well.
I would like to teach them.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you got a 19. You can start to kind of guide the places that they go, and when Armani's like, no, I've got this, you're like...
Do you? Okay,
And slowly, the two of you start being able to work together. Now, Armani is still a little bit, suffering from 2 left feet, but regardless... Slowly, you two kind of reach a middle ground where the two of you can function on the same level and can actually start dancing together, and it's fun. The music just seems to go on indefinitely, and you can stay here pretty much as long as you like.
I think we stay for a few songs. After a while, Ivory will go, do you want to try, like, trying out some other places and, like, seeing what music they have?
Yeah, I'm not really vibing with the, like, heavy coleslaw theme. I don't understand how, like, coleslaw is dragons. It's a really
Don't
weird...
question it.
You gotta have a brand.
I don't know if you know this bit of lore in the world in Aldrithe, but Dragonborns really like coleslaw.
It's dragons in
Really?
general. It's genetic. Yeah.
Really interesting.
Yeah.
I do like the way that you phrase that as if me, Ewan, said to you, hey, you know, a fun bit of like lore about the planet Earth is that, you know, that was the bit that was interestingly phrased for me. The coleslaw I can live with. It was the fun little bit about the planet Earth.
Fun little bit
That
of
is all.
lore
I just wanted
about
to
the
point that
planet
out.
Earth. Oh god.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do some bar hopping. Is that what that phrase is for?
Yeah, it
is
is.
that what that is?
Sorry, just looking
What
at
if?
chat.
It's called
What if,
progressive dining.
Okay. Proposal for the night. Because, so as we've seen proven before, the mushrooms don't really have an effect on Armani.
Oh no.
We haven't really tested with our drinks, do though.
Oh, we are. Yes.
I say.
Are we going
okay,
to get
bar 2, I'm
shit-faced?
finding a drinking competition.
Okay.
Or a drinking game of some kind.
Ooh.
All right.
fun.
Okay. Sure. You can definitely wander in somewhere and find like the possibility of a drinking game / competition.
Fuck yeah.
Do you want a game or a competition, Armani?
Oh god.
We can do fantasy cup pong.
We should do fantasy state cup pong. I think it'd be fun.
All right.
Let's fucking
Fantasy.
go.
So ale pong, perhaps.
Yeah.
So
Beer exists.
No, not
it's
not
fantasy.
cup,
I have to spice it up.
no,
I have to
what's the,
spice it up.
Mead pong.
Mead pong.
No, what's the name of like the big old cups that they have them in?
Tankard.
Oh, tankard. Tankard pong.
Tankard pong.
Tankard toss.
pong. Tankard toss.
Tankard toss. Alliteration.
That
That's
just
the
becomes
best.
tanker's toss
That's
in my
what
head.
everything.
I don't know why that's so difficult for me to
Mug.
say,
Toss.
but
Stein.
mug toss. Yeah, either
Stein
way,
slug.
the terminology does not matter. You got a ball, you got like a ping pong ball and some cups and some alcohol. So is it just going to be Armani participating, or are you two gonna participate together, like form a
Well,
little
we're gonna
team?
compete against each other.
Oh,
Against
we're
each
competing
other.
against each other. Okay, are you gonna
Oh.
join other teams, or is this gonna be a one-on-one?
I think it should be a one-on-one thing.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
We're going full, like, yeah.
Then I think this would be dexterity, wouldn't it? Because this is an aim
Yeah.
type deal.
That's if you're throwing stuff. I
Yeah.
think.
So
Yeah.
I'd like each of you to please make a dexterity check for me.
That is not good.
Nice.
15 total?
Okay.
Where's my 9?
Dope. Next, I need a Constitution check from both of you.
Oh, excellent.
A check or a saving throw?
Check.
That's an 11.
Okay.
Oh, I'm dumb. Okay, sorry. I was looking for the. Okay. 14.
14. Okay. So, first of all, Armani definitely wins. Beer pong. Or tankard pong, whatever. You win the game. And which is very surprising for someone who has definitely never encountered this game before. And I will say, part of it might be Dark is willing to give you tips over your shoulder if you will accept them.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So there's a little bit of cheating going on, as over your shoulder, Dark is giving you pointers as to how the best way to judge distance v force versus whatever. Because, as he says, he is actually a self-proclaimed champion of this kind of activity. But, of course he is. But, so, with Dark's pointers and a good amount of luck, you manage to win the competition. And it's probably because of that that you are feeling the effects of the alcohol a little bit less. What is Armani's con score? And I will say, while we look up Armani's con score, that we do not endorse heavy or unhealthy amounts of drinking, thanks Twitch. So,
I have a 15 in Constitution.
15 in
Our
Constitution.
fake little characters can have a little sippy sip as a treat.
What's Ivory's con?
Full Constitution is 15.
15. Okay, so we have equal con, which is pretty good. And so
Yes, Ewan?
Ewan,
Yeah,
are you
Ewan?
going to rules lawyer me?
No. I misheard a number. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
15.
Okay.
I was like, what? That doesn't make sense with health level up that I've heard. Never mind. No, I got it wrong.
So, you guys have about the same amount of tolerance here. Neither one of you is particularly a lightweight, even though you'd probably expect one of you to be more of a lightweight than the other. You kind of end up in the same area.
They got muscle mass, I got, like, height.
Yeah. However, due to the nature of your loss, Ivory, you are starting to feel it a little bit. It's, oh boy, room spinning just a bit.
After I lose, I'm gonna point at them and say, two out of 3.
Oh god.
Okay. It's your funeral, Ivory.
And I would like to refill the glasses and
Yeah.
do another round of compound. That's a 20,
Okay.
baby.
All right.
No.
So yes, I need more dex
Natural
rolls.
20.
Dex roll? That's okay. Okay. 18.
18. It's a close match. However, at the end of the day, Ivory is gonna pull forward, making it 1-1. However, I need you two to make con checks.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a
Oh, that's
3.
bad.
Oh boy, that is a 3 plus 3, so it's no, 3 plus 2, it's a 5.
5.
Mine's an 8.
8. 5 and 8. Oh boy. Oh, one half of the Fated Four out in the town, becoming shit-faced as quickly as possible. So,
Is Nomos gonna have to go out and find
No, we
them?
have Dark. He'll be our chaperone.
they do have dark.
Dark corporeal struggling to carry one of these bastards on each shoulder, both of whom are definitely taller than him, just sort of knocks on Nomos'
absolutely.
door. And you can just kind of hear like the most slurred shit you've ever heard out of Armani and Ivory's mouth.
I think Dark is taller than Armani, but yes.
Yeah. Dark got to pick his height. He made himself nice and tall. But,
I love him so much.
he, regardless, with a 5 and an 8, ooh, it may be 1-1, but we have gone drastically downhill in terms of coherence. Are we going to attempt the last game?
Yes.
Okay,
I need a winner.
I have to fucking
I
win.
need you to make dexterity checks at disadvantage.
Fuck.
Well, I already did bad.
Okay, that wasn't
Okay.
great. Okay, that's
Where's
better.
my plus this
14 total.
14.
11.
11! And Armani pulls ahead. Armani is the winner. I would like to note that while all of this is happening, there is a chicken hiding under the table.
Yeah, no, he's here.
Yeah, Harold is hiding under the table on
Halfway
his
through the
leash.
3rd game, I will like kind of like swat into the open air and Dark. I need you to watch my chicken.
There's kind of a minute later, and he comes into just corporeal. What?
Chicken, here.
I don't know how to take care of a fight. Okay. Oh God. He's like,
You took care of me. You can take care of a chicken. It's
chicken
like the same
and
thing.
people are very different.
Chicken is easier. Very small.
It's like me, but a baby. It's a chicken, but with it's
You
feathers.
were a nightmare as a baby.
Good luck, and I throw another thing and epically miss.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You sound like the Lego guy. Hey.
I feel like that happens, and I look at him. So how?
I look at him while I'm distracted. You place a ball in my cup. Is that what's happening?
No. Armani just wants to see what the guy looks like that you hit with the ball, and if he's angry at all. Okay.
Is Monty gonna start a bar fight?
I mean, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, you yelled at my close friend Ivory. Like, I don't know. Like, they were just minding their business playing fucking tanker toss, and you yelled at them. So
Close friend zone.
Damn, close friend zoned.
Hey.
I don't know how long my mic's been fucked, but sorry for when it has been fucked.
I think Armani turns and it's like, don't yell at my friend. Don't yell at him. Then turns back to like throw another thing.
The guy kind of walks over. He's got some muscles. He's got some biceps. He's wearing the equivalent of a college sweatshirt.
I was thinking that he was wearing one of those tank tops that have the long. It's a muscle shirt.
We'll get there. He appears to be wearing some kind of college, the equivalent of a college college name here kind of thing.
This
but
just says college.
Yeah, but it's for the Mexpronia Institute.
What was the sword fighting school we walked past? Did we go there?
He goes to the Mexpronia Institute.
Stupid overpriced sword fighting school.
And it's kind of like,
you're not here.
Sorry, are you fucking yelling at me?
I mean, you yelled at them first, so I was just yelling back.
I got hit with a fucking pong ball. You fucking kidding me?
This is tanker toss, actually, but
yeah,
I wasn't asking for your opinion, alright?
It's not an opinion, it's a fact. It's called tanker toss.
Did I fucking ask? Are you gonna fucking... Oh, no, you're gonna act all fucking innocent like you're not yelling at me from across the bar. Fucking, huh? Is that what's happening?
You yelled at us first.
Are you fucking kidding me? Seems like you wanna fucking fight, huh? You wanna fucking fight?
You wanna go?
You wanna fucking
beautiful.
Go?
I make eye contact with Dark, and I go...
Dark has an arm full of chicken. He's like, I don't know what you expect me to do, man. And there's a little bit of a crowd kind of backs away slightly. He pulls off his college shirt. He's got a muscle tank on underneath, and he's like, "Oh, you want to fucking go? You want to fucking go? Because I'll go right fucking now. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? You want to fucking go?
Challenge me, Chadley?
I'll beat your ass. I'll fucking beat your ass.
Oh, I'd like to see you fucking try. I'd like to see you fucking try. I'd like you to roll initiative really quick.
Does this dude have a name yet? And if not, can we name him Chadley?
His name is already Chad by default. But
okay, can we add a Lee on there? But it's spelled like Chad, L-E-I-G-H.
Yeah, he's Chadley.
Chadley?
Nice.
I got a 17.
17. Okay.
Oh, baby.
So it's like the world kind of slows down for a moment. It's mostly because you're incredibly drunk. But he starts to throw a punch, and you do have a chance to react real quick.
Okay. I'm gonna grab the tankard behind me and hit him in the face.
Whoa! Improvised weapon! Make a melee attack.
Tankard toss.
Rules lawyer. Babe. Proficiency. What should they add to that?
You don't have proficiency with improvised weapons unless you have the Tavern Brawler feat.
Okay.
So you don't have proficiency about this.
Okay. So just strength?
But yeah, it would be a straight add strength to the roll, and you would, make it similar to whatever regular weapon roll that would be. So that would be just roll d20 plus strength, and then for damage 1d4 plus strength.
If it hits.
I think this would be
Floyd?
bludgeoning damage.
Yes, this would be bludgeoning. Hey, Floyd? Hey, Floyd.
I rolled a 4.
Oh! Yeah, to hit. That, no. Yeah, you just grab a tankard. Still got liquid in it. You guys try to... Ooh, and technically you would be rolling that at disadvantage, too. I'm gonna say that. But, you try to just swing it and miss fucking ridiculously. Completely, wildly. And, it leaves your hand and, smashes on the ground. And there's a lot of people that... Oh... As people are like backing up and watching this. He's gonna take a swipe at you. That's a 7.
Help.
So he tries to punch at you and misses completely as well. Both of you drunk as hell. You're saying to Dark, what? Dark is like,
help.
What do you want me to do? I'm on fucking chicken duty.
Like big wide eyes, like the round cat eyes.
What do you fucking want me to do?
I just like scoop Harold the help.
What do you want me to do? Monty,
No, stop them.
And so he starts kind of going, Monty, and it is your turn.
Shut up. And
Don't tell me to shut up.
And then I'm gonna aim and punch his nose.
Okay, go for it.
That's better. That is a,
Please don't.
16.
16? That will hit. So if that's just a straight unarmed strike, I believe that's gonna be 1d. No, that's just gonna be your strength mod.
1 plus your strength.
Yeah, 1 plus your strength mod is the amount of damage you do on him. 5 points of damage to the just a guy. Great, good to know.
Remember that most people don't have as much health as we do. The average commoner has 5 hit points.
He has a little bit more than 5 hit points.
If I kill him, I kill him.
I said average.
Yeah.
As everyone knows, when you go to college, you get more hit points.
This is also the equivalent
Definitely
of a frat
So
boy.
I'm assuming he has some hit
This is
points.
also the equivalent of a frat boy who has a higher constitution by
fighter.
nature. So, you manage to just fucking beam him across the nose, and he's, oh, fucking hells, what the f-? He's gonna,
Cross the bar. Bro, Chadley, are you okay?
misses completely again, but you can't kill Chadley that easily, yeah.
The
What?
little tiefling girl is like, Chad, look at me. This isn't you. This isn't you, Chad.
Just wait.
You need to look at me.
Just
Look
wait.
at me.
You don't know who I am,
only
babe.
hear all of this is just the vine of drop down, smack the lid.
Yeah. Yeah, Chadley misses entirely, and he's like, fuck, man! And you see another kid across the way that seems to be wearing the equivalent of, like, I'm putting him in a fucking, like, varsity, like, jacket, in, like, gold and red, and is like, Chadley, you can't keep doing this, man! You gotta back off! And he's like, no, I can't! I'm not gonna let this little fucking guy talk down to me! It's your turn.
What
Darkest-
race is Chadley?
What race is Chadley?
I'm gonna say... No, I feel like he legally needs to be a human, so I'm going to make him a human, despite the fact that they're incredibly rare. No, this is an incredibly rare human right here.
God.
So yeah, Armani, it is your turn. Dark is going, I don't think you should tell me to shut up. I've learned a lot of things over the years. This doesn't need to be happening. Okay,
And
yeah,
then
you know, well, I tried.
That was you.
And then I,
okay.
You go ahead. You go.
Please tell me that you are doing non-lethal damage.
Yeah.
I need you to
It's
say
punching.
those words for me out loud. Okay, we're not gonna kill this man.
Damage, Ivory. Okay. And then I am going to. Oh god, drop my fucking dice on the floor is what I'm gonna do.
Sorry, I think we're all
Chadley, you know we
on,
can't keep
Willy
getting
Blinding's
people like
message in
this.
chat,
We've
which
done
is
so much
Oh,
work.
the boys.
Oath of the
I'm
Boys
gonna-
Paladin.
I'm gonna try to fucking throat punch him.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Okay.
That is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit! Poor Chadley, please! 5 points of damage! You kind of look him over and he's like, yeah, I know you can't take me. I can take more than one hit, and you just... He is down! He just stumbles...
Lonnie, you can attack twice per turn, remember.
Armani,
like, he just
What's
stumbles
my
back,
roll?
hits the fucking ground, everyone just... Oh! And the
No,
one in the
it
back
is-
is, Chadley,
I
no!
can't attack twice per turn.
In the back is, Chadley, no!
Is he on the...
Yeah,
on the ground?
He's hit the ground.
Okay, cool. Then I have an extra attack which Ewan pointed out, so I'm gonna kick him.
Whoa! No! He's already out! He's already out! He's already out!
That's a 7, so it doesn't
Okay, that
really
misses.
matter.
Try to do it.
That's against the oath of the boys.
And
You just
the
got
other
stuffed dirt at
oath
him.
of the boys, frat boy, comes over, takes off his varsity jacket, and like places it over Chadley. He's like, "Come on, Chadley, I knew you could do better than this, man. Why would you do this? And now, what am I gonna go tell? What am I gonna go tell Brittany? God, Chad."
And I go,
Brittany, it's spelled-
you tell Brittany. You tell Brittany that Armani Auxilium eat this guy's ass. I'm out. And then I walk out of the bar.
You tell your girlfriend that Tom Cruise's nephew just kicked your boyfriend's ass.
You tell him. You tell him that Armani Auxilium.
As you start going, you hear the guy over Chadley's unconscious body, just like, Eppa Delta Pi is gonna remember this!
I don't care about pie. I don't care about quiche.
This is a work of art. I'm picturing like if this is like something that is being shot, like we're getting these like scenes of like that, and like we hear lines like Alpha Delta Pi's gonna remember this. I don't like pie. I like quiche. Cuts back to Nomos just in bed reading a book.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, I will clarify
Occasionally
this
looking
is
over at Psyche, making sure
Apple
they're okay.
Delta Pi.
Apple?
Apple Delta Pi.
Yes.
Very cool. I will say that D&D is the real beautiful game.
Yes.
I would like to have a little bit of contrast to last session in general.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
The duality
So
of man.
Ivory, do you follow Armani out of the affiliations Apple Delta Pi? Yes. Do you follow?
As I do go out, the thought that crosses my mind is, that was hot, and then I follow them out.
Okay. And do you continue your bar crawl despite the fact that you are shit-faced, or do you call it a night? Dark is sitting here going, I don't think we need to get into any more fights, so I think you should go home. For the sake of the chicken.
Home's like really far away though.
It's like a block
all the way
away.
in it's like on the islands.
Dark kind of thinks for a
Sounds
moment.
like 20 hours.
Dark kind of thinks for a moment and then goes, "Hey, Monty.
Yeah.
I bet I can race you back to the tavern."
No, you can't.
Yeah, I fucking can.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I fucking
I
can. And he
fucking-
starts running.
Yeah, I start running as well.
Because he knows how this goes. And in order to lure you back to the tavern, you just
Got
fucking goes. Ivory, are you following?
Slower.
Okay, yeah.
The way
Armani
you
and
just
Dark
looked into the camera just
Armani and Dark just like skid to a
That's how
stop.
I look after them go. They're just standing there with Harold, and they've been like, "That was fun. Okay, bye."
Fucking like Dark and Armani just fucking skid to a stop in the tavern. Immediately starts with, "I beat you. You know I fucking beat you. You know I did. You know I made it.
I beat you.
I fucking
No,
beat you.
I
I
beat
fucking
you.
beat you.
No, it's not fair because you can like fucking teleport and shit, and
No,
I
I
can't really
fucking
do that.
can't.
But
You're
you
the
can,
one that
become
can fly
corporeal
and
like,
chose
go other
not to.
places.
Sorry,
You
you're
still
just a
won.
loser.
I won. Ivory.
Ivory,
There's
50 feet away.
It is not the hour of night in which we run. You bowled over like 8 children.
Yes, absolutely. There were casualties.
Wait, can I roll to see who won? Because like we gotta settle this debate.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. What are we rolling? What are we rolling?
Dex.
Yeah, that would be dexterity.
So, I don't know why I checked my character sheet. I did roll a natural 1.
Oh, yeah. Well, Dark got an 18, so he definitely won.
But I'm still gonna say that I won.
Oh, absolutely. And they're still bickering about this as you arrive, Ivory, holding Harold.
I place him on the ground. I'm so sorry, buddy. and I'll reach into my pocket. I assume at this point I have like some kind of collection of like seeds or
snacks.
Yeah, like little chicken snacks, and I will put a little pile on the ground next to him. I'm like, I'm sorry.
He just starts pecking at it angrily.
Amazing.
But yes, now you two are back in your home inn and tavern.
That was very unfair. I was not ready to run.
You okay?
And I just plopped down in a chair. I'm hungry again.
Are we still? Where are we sitting? Where are you?
In the tavern.
In the tavern
you're staying in.
You're staying
But
in.
we're downstairs still.
Yeah, you're downstairs.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh no, you plop down and you fall into Armani's arms, and that.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
And there was
Wait,
only
there's
one
three-
room.
There's only one bed. That's crazy.
There are.
There are two
rooms on purpose.
Well, if you're still hungry, we can order food. We're in a tavern.
Yes. Menu, please.
Okay.
And they're just gonna stare at the table till a menu appears in front of them.
Eventually,
Elena doesn't know how to get a menu, so they're gonna be staring there for a minute.
Eventually, like, one of the servers kind of goes over and is like, "Are you okay?" And like puts down a menu. You can get some like potato skins and shit.
Yeah, no, I get whatever drunk food is looking real yummy tonight. I'm assuming that's some kind of potato with some kind of sour cream-esque thing.
Yeah, fucking potato
on
skins.
top.
Just fucking go for it. How about that?
Fucking loaded potatoes.
Yeah,
I'm
fucking
going
loaded
ham.
potatoes.
Here's the thing: loaded potatoes.
Delicious.
There's nothing new in loaded potatoes. People have been able to make loaded potatoes for fucking ages.
Yeah.
We don't need to make
Sour
fantasy
cream.
loaded potatoes.
Sour cream.
Sour cream.
God.
Awesome.
And I will, when they arrive, I'll just
Just stare at
and
it.
slowly eat.
Absolutely.
I just like stare. I'm like, oh. And I steadily start eating my potatoes. I'm assuming they're very yummy.
They are. They are so fucking good. You have never had potatoes this fucking good before,
Yummy.
man.
I will grab a serve and be like,
Yeah.
what did you put in this?
Potatoes.
And
Sour cream.
you're so smart.
Thanks.
And I like whatever the bill is, I'm tipping 50%. I just slide
Nice.
across the table towards it.
Let's throw down like 2 silver total then.
Hug.
Oh god.
It's delicious.
So
I think Armani does like kind of lean over and like. It is really good. Wow. Oh my god. Is it soured cream?
Sour
Is that what they put
cream.
in? Soured
Yeah.
cream. Interesting.
Sorry, is Armani using the term sour as a verb?
sour,
Sour
yes.
cream is cream that's been sour.
cream.
And Ivory
Okay.
just like, again, their eyes are so round.
Oh yeah.
Soured is a verb, you went.
Do we have anything else that
I know
the-
it's usually not in that sense.
that the shit-faced not couple would like to do before going to bed?
I think eventually they're just gonna finish their plate. They literally lick the bowl. They're a cat. They can do whatever they want.
I also do that, but in my own home.
And then I will do the classic drunken stumble.
Nice.
Oh yeah, we're probably like singing like a stupid song, like.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
whatever
Fantasy
Milo
Caroline.
Mansion was playing at that first place. That's what we're humming.
Awesome.
We're going, da 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 da.
Yeah.
And we go up to the room.
And you go up to the room.
Before we go to our room, I will pass the other room and like put my hand. They're asleep, and then slowly like go back to the room. I was gonna tell them about loaded potatoes, but they're asleep.
We can remember in the morning. It's okay.
Okay.
Narrator. They would not remember in the morning. So
Oh my god.
everyone drifts off to sleep. You two are going to be sleeping in, which means that Nomos is going to be the one that's up first. I know Sadie's. I know Ace is away from keyboard right now, but they will be back in a moment. So Nomos, are you getting up early? Hi, Asa. Are you getting up early?
Yeah, I think he got an early night, so he's back on the body clock, 7 a.m. sharp.
Absolutely. Never get off that grind.
You expect Armani to be up? They are not.
He has, well, two things. He has fallen off that grind before, namely in crises. But yeah, I think he's so used to going down and seeing Armani after, like, Armani's usually eating breakfast down there after the time that he has done his, like, morning routine. And he goes down and he notices they aren't there. And he knows that he wasn't awake when they came back. So he's going to really quickly go up to their bedroom and just...
I have a question.
Yes.
As a cat that was drunk,
Yeah.
what is the likelihood that we just both fell on to the closest bed and put Harold on the other one?
100%, baby. I am a merciful god.
Roll.
No. If
like,
you roll
I will
anything
roll
1
for
through
it.
20, it happened.
No,
I'm a merciful
I
god.
guarantee that, like, listen, I guarantee that they walked into that room and Armani was like, oh
What?
my god, you're so
I
soft
actually
and
rolled a 20
warm."
just now.
Yes, there was only one bed.
Roll for gay.
It was like, you are so soft and so warm, I can't sleep in that bed, I have to sleep in the bed with you. And Ivory's like, yeah. And that's
I guess.
Makes sense.
Makes sense to me. Yeah, Nomos will knock on the door, just checking in. I didn't see you come in last night. All right, it sounds like you're alive in there. I can't tell if those are like tired groans. I know it's early for you, Ivory. Is it a "I'm bleeding out on the floor" type groan, or groan
I
yet
don't know
twice
if my mic will
or
pick
yet?
it up, but Ivory is going to shush as loud as they can. Go,
All right, sounds good. Be safe. And he's gonna go back downstairs. I will say he did also Did Psyche kept the sword, right? I know Nomos gave Psyche his short sword. Okay. I think he'll notice it as he leaves the room the first time. Notes to self, we're doing training today. I think he goes downstairs and has himself a champion's breakfast of rice porridge.
Absolutely. And are you gonna wait?
Have that with there's loaded potatoes with sour cream on
For
the menu.
breakfast?
For breakfast?
Have you not had roasted red potatoes for breakfast? Because I feel like this can be something that is adapted. Potatoes are a breakfast food.
They
Potatoes can
are.
be breakfasted usually, but it's like, yeah.
I bet this place has
and we know
hella
how
hash
Nomos
browns.
loves his protein. So he'll probably start off with, like, a sweet dish, and then he's gonna move into a savory stage. Get himself some corned beef hash.
Nice. Corned beef hash. Good choice. Are you just gonna wait down
That's the
there
saltiest
for...
thing Nomos has ever eaten.
Are you gonna wait down there for just like anyone else to come downstairs? What's the plan here?
I think he'll wait until anyone comes, and then he'll wait a while and realize he's surrounded by late sleepers and drunk people.
Yeah, that's exactly what's
or
happening
both.
here.
So I think after a while, pays for it. And I mean, I guess he could check up on Zama and Lazary.
You could.
But I think he doesn't really have too much that he needs to do this morning. I think the plan was to sleep here tonight, head out today. not particularly wet. Actually, I'm gonna ask the barkeep. Excuse me. A few friends and I were traveling through town. Do you know about how long the travel would be if we're traveling by cart to Goldwatch?
I haven't made the trek in a while, but hold on, the DM is pulling up her map.
Who?
Yeah, no, it's really interesting. It's a turn of phrase based off of like some old gods lore. It's something. So I think that's gonna be like if you're just by cart, like taking the road, I assume. You don't want to not take the road.
Yes, we're taking the road with the cart.
Okay, then I'd probably say that's gonna be just kind of a base cart speed, wagon speed. You're not trying to go super fast.
We might some days, but just a guesstimate. Is it like a week?
I think
or...
last run was like a week and a half for me, maybe 2.
All right, thank you. That should be everything. Thank you for the breakfast.
No problem.
That was very salty, but not in like a bad way. I didn't know.
Yeah, I do put salt in my food.
No, it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Salt's pretty good.
Did you not salt your food before?
You know he didn't salt his food before.
Nomos puts like a pinch of salt in his oatmeal. And
you know Omeros doesn't like salt anything.
Omeros doesn't indulge in
Omeros doesn't believe
many
in seasonings.
Yeah, Omeros doesn't believe in indulgence. And that means food that tastes
more
good.
than I
Blue,
did
but
for casting.
I mean, here's the thing.
Spells on a
Nomos has had like really salty shit, but it's like jerky because you salt the meat to preserve it, but that's all you taste. Yeah, no, corned beef hash, game changer. I think he'll just wait till whoever wakes up first wakes up. If it's Psyche, then he will check in about swords training, and he might actually pull in Lazary for that too.
I would
I'm gonna argue.
Mm-hmm.
I've been
That was
hungover
insane.
before, and I don't think that I'm not used to it. I think I might wake up before Armani, but after Psyche.
I was
Probably.
actually thinking that it might be Psyche, Armani, Ivory, if anything, because Armani's idea of sleeping late while hungover is a significantly different time of day than
That's
Ivory
true.
sleeping late when hungover.
And
could
Psyche
roll
went
for
to
it.
bed at like 9.
Yeah, and Psyche went to bed at like
Yeah.
9 p.m., so Psyche's gonna be up at a decent time. But I think it would be Psyche, Armani, then Ivory. Do we think?
I'm gonna get up at like 5 p.m.
Well, we're not gonna go that late. We don't need to put y'all on my
if you don't
sleep
wake
schedule.
up by like, if you don't wake up by like 2 or 3, we're gonna wake you up.
Yeah.
So we can get on the road because it's a week and a half ride.
Psyche, what time do you want to get up?
Honestly, probably like somewhere between 8 and 9.
Okay.
Damn.
Up pretty early for
Nomos
Psyche
is
standards.
so proud of you.
Very impressive. You do lose your point of exhaustion because you did get a full
Thank God.
long rest.
Every day I worry about the lasting effects of that because you have given me cause to.
But yes, you lose your point of exhaustion. I'm not saying you're off the hook, but you lose your point of exhaustion. You still don't have any spells or anything, though. But yeah, do you want to just wait for Nomos to come back up to the room, or are you going to go downstairs, like, kind of, like, meet him halfway?
I was gonna meet him halfway.
Okay. Yeah, Nomos, you're kind of headed upstairs, and as you kind of make your way back up, Psyche is, like, closing the door on the way out of the room.
Nomos double takes because I don't think he's used to seeing them up this early. But
Hey.
early morning for you?
Yeah, I guess.
Early night. It seems that Ivory and Armani got up to some revelry last night, so they're probably not going to be with us for a while.
Oh?
From what I could tell, lots of groaning, shushing. I didn't want to barge in.
That's so bad!
I am going to roll to see if I am correct about what was happening, or if I fully misinterpret what he
You
said.
can roll insight
Here's the
on
thing.
Nomos, essentially.
Nomos only knows about reproduction in.
We don't need to discuss Nomos' sex and live on stream.
No, this is just me. That's a 15.
15. You get the understanding that where your brain immediately goes is probably incorrect, because Nomos would probably be approaching it a different way if it was correct.
It's how nonchalant
I sort
he
of
is.
like take a moment of. Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
But until they wake up, I know the other day you were asking me about swords training, and I mean, we have some time, and you said you still want to be prepared. We could just do the two of us, or if you don't mind, I could check in on how Lazary is doing.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
You could have a sparring partner.
Okay. And Psyche looks so fucking nervous.
Aww.
You're going to do fine. And trust me, remember, she used this exact same sword. It's got some good luck on it.
Okay. Cool.
Let's try to find is there like a... no,
Like
courtyard isn't the word I'm
courtyard.
looking for.
I mean, you could find like how some breweries and stuff have a little beer garden type thing.
Yeah. Could we sword fight in the beer garden?
I mean, it's pretty empty right now, and they've probably seen weirder.
Cool. I think Nomos is gonna stop. I think Nomos will tell Psyche to go, maybe save a little area in the beer garden, and then go check up on Lazary and Zianna.
Okay. You knock, and there's the usual dead silence, have to announce it's you,
It's
then
me.
go in kind of thing. It looks like they're only half awake, like, still kind of in pajamas type deal is... Oh, sorry. What are we doing?
We have a bit of time before we head out. Probably going to be heading out around 3 or so. It's going to be about a week and a half's ride to the place where we're headed. So while we had some free time, I thought I'd check up, see how your sword play is doing.
Oh, right. I'm probably a bit out of practice, but sure. Give me like 10 minutes, and then I will come
Take
down.
all the time you need.
Where are we going to be?
Just outside the beer garden.
Okay. Can I come with my hood down? Do you think that's all right?
If you like. Yeah, it's up to you. Should I? Was Lazary Ripley?
Lazary was
Ophelia. Gotcha.
You can remember
Gives you
because
some-
Zianma and Ripley have both been on my in my name board.
And it'll give you an opportunity to get used to Ophelia, if that's what you need.
Yes, I suppose. Like I said, give me like 10 minutes and I will head down.
Oh, also,
subjective names. Have you?
I was just going to say. I was literally also on quick before you go on the subject of new names. I mean, just to run things over. Io and I are siblings. We didn't know. You can call me Nomos. We'll fill out the rest of the things later if you need, but that's the important stuff mainly.
Okay. And a moment later, Zion was like, okay, so you're Nomos. Io is Io.
Psyche.
Okay. Nomos, Psyche, is this with a pronoun change, or...?
Not for me.
Okay.
But...
So we're kind of working off the usual.
Yes. No, it was... My name has always been that. Judas' title. I just don't feel like using it anymore.
Alright. Okay, cool.
I'm trying
Nomos,
to rationalize
Psyche.
about 20... I'm trying to rationalize 20-some years of memory modifications.
You and me both, so...
like actual spell modify memory or actual?
No idea. Who knows? It's fun.
Do you want to?
No, I don't. I don't want to. No.
Okay. See you down in 10.
See you.
And he's gonna close the door.
Cheers.
And just kind of stand there for a moment and just like. Right, and then head downstairs.
All right. So you head downstairs. You and Psyche can go ahead and get a head start, but a little while later, in the weather gear, Lazari comes over, and she is not wearing her hood. But you can see she's quite nervous about it, kind of holding the edges of her cloak. But with her short black hair, she does look pretty distinct, at least from a distance, to what she used to look like, and she's kind of... but yes, you guys can go ahead and get started and do some basic sword fighting practice. Yes.
Think fast.
I will say, I want to roll real quick to see if Io had the forethought to not wear a skirt to do swordplay. That is a natural 1.
No!
Jesus fuck.
He is wearing a skirt.
Io is wearing what they got at the thrift store, which is a skirt and a giant sweater, which, as someone who has done swords, absolutely not.
Nope.
And I was gonna be like, they have pants on underneath that, but with a natural 1,
No.
I think they do.
Nope, they do not.
It is cold out, so at first Nomos think that makes sense, and then realizes, oh.
Yes.
It is possible that a costume change is needed partially through this training exercise.
Most certainly.
So at some point, Psyche has to go back inside and change.
I will also say, Psyche's makeup is slightly different than usual. Namely, they aren't wearing any.
Interesting.
So you can tell what is and isn't tattooed. Namely, there are teeth on, like, tattooed down their cheek, which sometimes are visible in the actual makeup look and sometimes aren't. Like, some of their piercings are in slightly differently than they used to be. They had a little, I'm going to change my personal brand by, like, a hair this morning.
Fair enough. I will say, Lazari is only a little bit out of practice and kind of smokes you for a little bit, Psyche.
God bless.
She's taken to it. She's taken to it, and she kind of smokes you. So, but I would like you to make either, based on the style of fighting that you would like to try, either a strength check or a dexterity check, just so I can see how well you are doing. You can do it at advantage because Nomos is helping.
It's kind of
Does he get a
nice.
plus for being near Nomos?
No, that's for saving throws.
That's for saving throws. What were you saying?
Me?
Yes.
I said, it is kind of nice seeing Nomos' younger sibling using his smaller sword. It's a secondary sword. I just think it's nice.
I have feelings. I am in normal, regular emotions about
I am
this
feeling
game.
completely normal feelings.
I think he's very proud.
What'd we roll, Psyche?
I thought that was for Nomos.
No, that is for
what did
Psyche.
What did you need me to roll?
Either, depending on which style of fighting you are attempting, I would like you to make either a strength or a dexterity check at advantage because Nomos is helping you.
Okay, so that's gonna be dexterity because I'm more
Finesse
comfortable with that.
fighter!
Hey! My first roll was a 6, but my second roll was a 17, which makes it 19.
19! You're doing pretty good! You're doing pretty good! And you, like I said, Lazari smokes you a little bit, and... but you're kind of a natural to this. It's a very proud moment for you, Nomos.
He is beaming. He isn't letting... It's specifically when Psyche is facing Lazari, and they're like in a thing, but his arms are crossed, and he is just fighting a big smile.
But, yes.
Can I roll to see how fucking nervous Psyche is the entire time?
I mean, I think you can just decide that.
Very fucking nervous, I would say.
I
He
will
does
say...
do the occasional call out of just like, remember, cover your left. All right, okay. Sweep.
Lazari
right.
gets you on several accounts just because you freeze up and you get nervous. And, like, it takes a minute and then that sword is out of your hand. And Lazari's like...
So proud of her!
But yeah, no, the callouts are occasionally pointed at each other. Lasry has gotten significantly better about dropping the fucking princess shoulders, and stuff like that, but there's still occasionally the lower your center of gravity, like shit like that. So both people are getting callouts, but yeah, I think the ones that Nomos would be giving Psyche are like a little different.
There are interruptions between the callouts of like you've got this and there it is, or things like that. But yeah, some of the callouts are just like, no, you're walking like someone in a coffin. No, open, spread your stance. It's okay. Better, good. We'll work on that.
Just.
Why are your arms crossed? What are you doing? No, it's.
Psyche has experience fighting with a dagger, but it doesn't really translate.
Reverse grip doesn't work.
That's
Hold
exactly
it
where I
forwards.
went. That is exactly where I went.
It's not real.
I am knife fighting you in an alley.
But regardless, you start to get the hang of it. Yeah. And while this goes on,
I'd like to chill the fuck out.
Yeah. While this goes on, Armani, Ivory.
Yes.
Yes. You wake up quite late. It hurts to live.
Yeah. Yeah.
You two wake up early afternoon. Probably Armani first, but probably about the same time.
Armani's body clock ruined.
Fucking ruined. What time is it, roughly?
Noon?
Oh, they are like... they like realize what time it is and they're like, oh my god. Oh my...
Aren't you on top of Ivory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably wake up Ivory in this random sudden shuffle. Because
they start like panicking, but they don't know why they're panicking because they just woke up late. They're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
It's like noon.
Good. I'm going back to sleep.
Okay. I'm gonna... Oh my god. I've never...
You will remember nothing from the night before, Armani.
Do I not
you
remember
got
anything?
blackout.
So at what point does Armani stop remembering what they did?
Can you just do a straight roll for me?
I'd say I mean, we at least remember up until Cup Pong, because that's when we were drinking.
Definitely. Yeah. It's a 10.
10? Probably the... You probably remember, like, Ivory approaching the win of game 2.
Gotcha. So not that. Okay. This is really bad timing. My Uber Eats order is here. I'm so sorry. I will be right back.
That's fair. In the meantime, Ivory, are you waking up at all during this time? You are also having trouble remembering things, which is somewhat semi-terrifying, but, Keen Mind is fallible.
Yeah. No, I think that's very unsettling to them. Depending on how much Armani is, like, physically moving around and disturbing them, they might actually roll off the bed and go onto the floor.
I think that's something that likely happens, yes.
Yeah, and
head
then
hurts,
realize that they are on the floor and go, oh. It's only one? And
hey,
then,
it's me, Armani.
Yeah, says Armani.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
well,
right.
They know the answer to that. Keen Mind exists.
Yeah. It is fallible, but it exists. Armani goes, yeah, I think so. I'm taking the reins. Executive action.
Hey, it's me. I'm Armani Auxilium.
I'm Armani Auxilium.
Sick cuddles last night, King.
You are looking censored and censored today.
No,
Thanks.
stop!
That's what that voice makes me think of.
Anyway. So.
They're gonna reach up to the bed and grab the blanket and just like pull it down on top of them.
Armani's like, hey!
I will see you in an hour, and I'm going to roll back over on the floor still, and go back to sleep.
Are the others ever going to go
Before I do
fetch-
so,
oh.
I am reaching into my bag,
Yeah.
pulling out a handful of seed and plopping it next to me for Harold, and then go back to sleep.
Fair enough. Are the other two ever going to go check on their party members? I mean, it's a couple hours of sword fighting going on. Nomos, Psyche, you ever gonna check on your good friends?
No, he's in the zone.
Fair enough.
Oh,
Psyche,
no.
do you want to check on your good friends?
I think
How long
Psyche...
can they practice? They might get a little
Well,
tired.
here's the thing is that I think at some point I have to go inside to not have a skirt on anymore.
Yeah.
So
I think
probably
at
I
that point
do.
he'll do some private work with Lazary.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna head back in. Are you gonna check on them when you are inside?
Yeah, I just sort of knock on the door.
It's
hey.
open, I assume.
I assume so.
Hey, it's me, Armani Auxilium.
Yeah, it is me, Armani Auxilian. You can come in.
I like open the door a little bit. I don't really announce myself either. I just kind of like step in.
I am
Hello?
on the floor. There's a pile of chicken feed next to me. I am covered in a little blanket. I
Oh, so
imagine
you're like-
Armani is still laying on the bed.
Yep.
So
You
you're like
both look-
hungover.
Yeah. Oh,
Cool. Hi. Oh,
Oh,
oh.
that didn't work.
Oh.
Why did my
Oh, no.
thing not work?
Ah!
Interesting. I rearranged this. Why is it not
They're
working? Friend?
there we go.
Hi.
Because they got moved to the... Oh, okay.
We're just completely crashed.
Oh, it wasn't working
because
because I hit the wrong button. That's why it wasn't working. And now
That'll
we're
do
back
it.
to... There we go.
I like Ewan being Psyche for a hot second.
Yes. Okay.
You
So-
have some Psyche rights.
Yeah, you can have some Psyche rights. Oh, I see the internet acting up a little bit. Sorry, friends. Hi, Armani. Psyche just knocked
Hi,
on the door
sorry.
and walked in.
I am
Okay.
on the ground.
Yeah.
I rolled off of the bed. I pulled the blanket down with me. I reached into my bag, grabbed a handful of birdseed, put it on the floor next to me, and I went back to sleep.
And you, Armani, said the words, "Hi, it's me, Armani Auxilium." And then you said the words, those were some great cuddles last night, Kim.
No, we can only
Um,
No.
You're not. You said those words.
The first one is in character. I feel like they would, in a state of panic, introduce themselves by their full name to like a friend
Yeah.
they've known for 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Hello,
someone.
this is Armani Auxilium.
Like, I imagine them like Ivory's just going right to sleep, and Armani is like frantically trying to like redo their hair and like look good for the day, and they still have their shoes on. They didn't change last night.
Yeah, no.
They're, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
You probably have
They're-
like some amount of alcohol stains on your nice white clothes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
If
Yeah. Psyche
sorry,
just
there was
knocked
an
and
interaction.
came in.
Okay.
From the floor, I
Hi.
just stick
Yeah,
an
it's
arm
like-
in the air, and then I'll place it over Harold if he's eating.
You guys like good?
Yeah, we
Do you want to like not be hungover anymore?
Yeah.
Okay. I sort of like instinctively reach out, and then I'm like, I'm gonna go ask Nomos. I'll be back.
Okay.
I saw
As
I'll just pass us the restoration. Wait.
Wait. Yeah.
As
No.
another
That,
little note, when you do reach out, Ivory does kind of like stick their arm out, and then it just kind of flops.
yeah.
Paw over the side of the bed.
Godspeed. He'll be back.
Okay.
And then I eventually come back with pants on, still the giant sweater, but it's like tied, sort of. I've managed to like tie it like you would tie the center
Somehow
of
crop
a,
it. You tucked it into your sports bra underneath.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
And sort of tap Nomos on the shoulder, like, hey, Ivory and Armani are awake and don't want to have hangovers anymore.
Oh, sure, I can help with that. Ophelia?
Yeah, sorry.
No, would you mind, continuing drills with Psyche here?
Sure, I can give it a shot.
Ripley, make sure no one gets killed. I trust you. And he heads out.
Alright, so you head upstairs. I imagine the door's kind of left, like, slightly cracked, so Nomos can just kind of go ahead and come in.
It. It's like, hi, anti-hangover service here.
When you do, I just, same thing. Reach up my arm, like...
Grabs your hand, and just... lesser restoration.
Congrats, you're no longer hungover.
And Mani, he makes his way over to you and just says, are you also in need of respite?
Yes. Yep.
Kind of grabs you by the forearm, and there's like this faint glow that comes from his fingers, and kind of wraps around you in like this little like wreath of healing. And
beautiful word.
yeah, he casts lesser restoration again.
All right. Congratulations,
My brain, I
Armani.
instinctively, because I read all of the Artemis Fowl books as a kid, I was like, this is gonna suck for them.
I
And then
also watched all of the Artemis. Read all of the Artemis Fowl.
No, it does not work the way it works in Artemis Fowl.
In Artemis Fowl, does it just like speed up shit? So it makes me feel really shitty for a hot second?
that's kind of how it would work in Artemis Fowl. It effectively is like detox, very unpleasant addition.
Yeah. No, lesser restoration in this is more like it's kind of adrenaline from Ewan's from Nomos's magic. And I always like to think that everybody's magic, but it's like healing magic or something like that, has a different feeling, a different signature. And so like I did some writing for Once Upon a Time. My best comparison to this is with describing, if you're familiar with Critical Role, Jester healing magic versus Caduceus healing magic. Jester healing magic always being like adrenaline and bright and sharp and fast, and Caduceus healing magic kind of feeling like a slow wash over someone with more warmth. And stuff like that. I don't really know what Nomos' signature is.
Nomos is first and foremost a fighter. So I'd think that a lot of his healing feels like you've just broken smelling salts right up in front of your nose, and you're just like, and that's what his healing feels like.
So it's a bit of a rush as you both get
with magic.
Yeah, it's a bit of a rush as you both just and thankfully the headache is gone, the hangover is gone, the memories
straight
come
up
back.
Your nose.
You get the memories back.
Come back. Oh, good.
So it kind of rushes in the fight you got into, the declaration of you've made an enemy of Apple Delta Pi, the cuddling, you know.
Oh no, the war of Apple Delta Pi.
And the cuddling.
Ivory will choose to ignore that last one.
It's turn to Ivory. Go, Ivory.
Huh?
I am so sorry.
Why?
Because I got into a bar fight?
No, okay, that's...
Nomos, you hearing this for the first time.
The main thing was I didn't want to get arrested, but we didn't. That was pretty cool.
Was it?
I mean, you kind of beat the shit. To be fair, you do have, like, wings and the big old magical sword, and, like, you're kind of an adventurer who's a little more used to it, and you did kind of beat the shit out of him. But It was very nice of you. So I'm gonna take it as a win.
I had to protect your honor, you know, so.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. My honor definitely needs protecting all the time.
Yes.
For my cup pong honor, or my tankard toss honor, needs to be upheld. Very important.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ivory is pointedly avoiding eye contact with you as they're like, yeah.
So in the middle of this very awkward conversation, Nomos, are you sticking around or are you going back to continue helping Lazar and Psyche?
As this is going on, it's like, seems my work here is done. I'm teaching Psyche and Lazar outside. Let me know when you're ready. Pack up, and I think we need to head out on the road. Ride's about a week and a half.
Oh, yeah. I don't think we ever unpacked.
Nope.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. There you go then.
So.
Then yeah, let us know
we're
when you're
good
ready.
to go
Grab yourself something
whenever?
to eat. Yeah, lesser restoration is no substitute for actually taking care of yourself, eating, drinking, all that stuff. So
Nomos, I'm going to blow your mind.
Yes.
Loaded potatoes.
Loaded with what?
Sour cream, onions, bacon.
Bullets.
That's why he was asking. He's like, what, arrows? Bolts?
These about potatoes with just bullets inside?
Yes, food. Is that what you're getting?
It's like a silver down. It's so good.
I'll try it out before we leave. Yeah, I'll fit it in somewhere in my 4 to 5 meals a day. Sure.
What?
I'm a high performance machine. I require fuel. If you need anything, let me know. I'm going to be out in the beer garden, helping teach the two of them how to sword fight. And then when you're ready, I think we should get on the road. Apologies for baby noises. If you can hear any baby noises
little
in
bit.
the background.
You're good.
Sorry.
No baby noises on my end.
Okay. So, Nomos, you head down to the beer garden. Armani and Ivory, are you going to be getting food?
I am going to go get some potatoes.
I was going to say, you're going to get a loaded potato. I will also get a loaded potato.
Awesome.
So.
So you guys make your way down to the tavern kind of floor area. Get yourself a seat, a table, a little bit more coherently this time, and order the loaded potatoes. They're good, but not as mind-bendingly good as they were last night.
Yeah.
Still, there's nothing wrong with them, and the two of you
I would like to ask the people who work there how sour cream is made. I want to know. I want to see if they'll tell me. Is it a trade secret? Can I just
Silvi.
know?
Silvi.
Yes.
I don't know how sour cream is
I
made.
know. I just want to know, do they explain it to me? Do they keep it guarded?
I'll say they explain it to you.
Okay.
They explain it to
Ivory
you.
wants to make sour cream now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cream and something to make it sour, like lemon juice or
Yeah, it's not difficult.
it's something to start the curdling process.
Yes. But regardless, you
Or
ask
white
about
vinegar.
this. You start your meal, and it's relatively busy down here. Not super busy. People kind of getting lunch on their lunch break and stuff like that because it is lunchtime. Step 1, cream. Step 2, make sour. Step 3, profit. Easy. But
Yes.
regardless, you're sitting there, and a couple patrons come in and out, kind of creating a bit of a constant kind of flow in and out. And then at one point, someone enters, and you don't really notice them at first, because they kind of blend in with the rest of the group. They're wearing very loose clothing and a cloak, and though they kind of pull their hood down as they enter. They look to be possibly like half orc, half tiefling, with mottled green skin and a single curled horn emerging from the left side of their forehead. You probably wouldn't have noticed them that much, other than the fact that they approach you immediately. You, specifically Ivory. And they
Is
reach
it
the
Brittany?
table. They reach the table, and, they kind of look over and go...
I immediately think that they're the server, and I reach to my coin purse to pull out gold. I'm like, yes, oh.
You're Ivory, right? Flower of Ivory?
Yeah, I am them, yet why?
I was looking for you. One moment. And, they kind of look in their cloak and start rummaging through a pocket. You don't know me.
By the order of the king, you are under arrest.
You don't know
fuck
me.
no!
Don't worry. I just needed to leave a message. And they pull out a folded piece of parchment and hold it out to you.
Am I going to be cursed if I touch this?
It's not cursed.
Thanks.
Wisdom save.
You're welcome. And they just walk out.
Are they at all familiar?
No, you have no idea who that is.
Is there any distinguishing marks on this piece of paper?
You can open it and read it.
Oh, I was wondering if it had a little, like...
marks that look
seal
like letters,
ivory.
symbols.
It's
of
very
some kind.
plain parchment.
Okay,
It doesn't look
yeah.
outstanding or a different color or particularly worn or whatever.
Alright. It happens, sir.
You
Yes.
open it?
Ivory just got a
yeah.
court summons.
What am I reading?
Well, you open it in very neat, almost in very neat handwriting, but large, kind of full of loops and flourishes. There's just a simple message. 2 sentences. Did you think you'd get away with following me around just because you left Moongate?
Yes!
Learn to mind your own business, or I'll make a new damn mess for you to clean up.
So silly!
Silly.
Goofy
And-
nerd.
Is that the word we're using?
With that, we're
You
gonna go
just
to
got a
break.
death threat.
We're gonna go to break because the internet's acting up. So, as a warning, if you can hear me, I hope you can hear me. We're gonna go to break. The stream's gonna go down temporarily so we can reset the router, and get the internet connection back to normal. Go get something to drink. Binder check. Please make sure you can breathe. Make a good long stretch if you need, and take it off if you need. We will be back in 10 to 15 minutes with whatever the fuck that is. So we will see you then.
God, I wish it was a court
okay.
summons.
I-
I wish we got I wish we had to do our civil duty as a member of a jury.
All right. Well,
So silly.
we will see you in 10 to 15 minutes. Bye bye,
All
all. Hiya. There we go.
Okay.
There we go. As usual, everyone on a completely different beat. I think things are up and running. I think things are up and going. It looks like I can be heard and that other people can be heard, so that should be good. My gender is also tax evader. So hello everyone. Yeah, sorry again for the stream going down. All should be good now. All is audible. Hello. Good. Great. Hi. So, are we ready to get back into it?
Yes.
I'm reading Cordellini. Yeah.
Hell yeah, good for you. So, honestly, I don't know how to summarize other than this, than a random fucking person just walked up to you, delivered you a death threat, and then left. So how are we doing? How are we feeling?
Silvi am
Oh, was
feeling
that a death
great.
threat? This is genuine. Was that a death threat?
Pretty much.
It wasn't an actual,
Yeah.
like, death threat, but it was a threat.
It was I'm gonna give you a mess to clean up if you don't stop fucking with me. Given to us by someone who literally imprisons god weapons for a living.
No, that makes sense. I just had like a weird autism moment where I was like, wow,
You're
that's
good.
not very nice of him. And
That was
then
me trying
moved
to be
on.
haha funny. You're good.
Nah, it's just a funny, goofy little thing we do. We do little
Yeah.
death threats back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the
It's a
threat
silly,
is a
goofy move.
response to a different threat.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I totally deserve that.
Yeah, Armani, you're probably reading over Ivory's shoulder so you can see what this paper says as well.
Wait, hold on, Ivory. Did you ever tell Armani the note that you left?
Nope.
Yeah, nope.
You didn't tell anyone.
No, I did not. I literally, what I think Ivory's reaction is, okay, and then they fold it up and they stick it in their pocket and they don't say
Ivory,
anything.
I will note, they knew you by name, too.
Mhm.
You never gave them
name.
your
Aware
name.
of this.
I did not put my birthday in!
in.
Easy for you Geminis.
Hey, Ivory?
Yeah.
What was that?
I assume that response to, the shit I pulled, after we split up last time. After you hid in the trash can? Or
What
near
did
the
you
trash?
pull?
I just kind of followed them around for a little bit, and then, I mean, like, I didn't want to get into anything, so I just kind of, like, wrote them a letter. And I think this was, like, a little response.
So you
And they
wrote,
eat some potato.
you wrote a threat to these people, and then you didn't tell me, and then they wrote a threat back, and you're being very calm about it for some reason.
The chewing is canon. This is Ivory continuing to
Yeah,
eat the
this is
potato
canon.
skins.
One sec, King. I'm chewing.
Well. Sometimes I do things.
Huh? That's an understatement.
I mean, like, there's not a lot we can do about it right now, unless we want to follow that person, but I think that would just make it worse.
Yeah, I think that because you got a threat because you followed someone, I think following the person who also delivered you another threat is not a great idea.
No.
I think that's a great idea. Did you tell Nomos
This is
or
me,
Psyche?
Silvi, laughing. Ivory's not laughing. I think it's so funny the things I do sometimes.
You're just in a silly, goofy mood.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Armani?
I said, did you tell Nomos or Psyche about this, or was...
No.
Genuinely, I think it slipped their mind. No?
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna... Do we want to inform them? I feel like we should inform them. This feels kind of important.
Sure.
Again, you're being really calm about this. I'll find them, and then Armani gets up and like tries to find Nomos and Psyche.
Okay. Yeah, they're just outside. They're not hard to find at all.
Just on the beer garden.
Great.
All right. Sweeping strike, and up. Higher than that. Oh. We'll work on that later. You and I have very different definitions of up. Okay.
You see,
Nomos.
you kind of, you call out, and Lazary kind of backs off.
Yes?
Can I talk to you for just a quick second?
Like just me, or?
I said you two. So Nomos, Psyche, siblings.
Sure.
Here.
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah, sure.
We'll be right back. Kind of saying to Lazary and Zama. Then going over. I think we have a little bit of connection issues with Floyd.
I think we can hear them all right. Are they
I
talking?
think I can't tell. Floyd? Floyd
I'm
writes
asking
down?
Mhairi, what are they called? The group that wrote that.
Oh boy.
The,
Am I talking?
Hi?
hold on.
Yeah, I think we have some significant connection
Can you
issues
hear
on the
me?
Floyd end. Okay, hi. Yes,
Can
we
you
heard
hear me?
that. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Okay,
There we
I
go,
think
we
we
can
have
see
you
now, you're
back
moving.
now. I think we have you back
Hi.
now. Hi.
The
Hello.
curators. They're called curators.
Yes.
Hi. Curators, thank you. I couldn't remember the name. Okay, sorry.
Oh, there's a cutoff again. Floyd, darling. Floyd,
Okay.
would you
I
like...
think I should-
Oh,
Okay.
there we go. Alright,
works
let me
too.
press the button there. That was not what... Okay. completely
I'm Ivory
offline. Now. Oh boy. Floyd just got taken out by an assassin.
I want waffle fries.
I want waffle fries.
I want waffle fries. Well, we wait for our beloved Floyd to come back online. Okay. All right, Floyd's back. Nope, camera off still. Hold on.
Welcome in, welcome in.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Hey!
Hello?
Hi. Do you want to just turn your camera off for a little bit so your internet
Hi.
can maybe recover?
Hi.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
It's a little laggy.
Yeah, I'm gonna type that out.
Nope, they got it.
Okay. Hello?
Can you guys hear me okay?
I can hear you
Yes.
now.
Hi.
Hello.
Better
Yes.
now.
Hi.
Okay, it might just be my video like freaking out, so sorry about that.
You're good.
You're good.
But my connection looks okay right now, so I think I'll be good for this like next bit.
Nice. All right.
We'll see later in the video.
So yes, they are curators.
Yes.
Oh great.
Oh no!
Floyd just left the call entirely. I love it here. Welcome to Aldrithe, everybody that is new and anybody who is not.
You
I
will
love it
always
here.
have issues whenever D&D cannot be.
Man, I
fully
got my internet
there.
relatively fixed over break, and now this is happening.
Oh,
and
we
we're
just
here.
toss it around.
What do we want to discuss in the Oh, hello. Floyd's back.
Hello?
Is it gonna
Hello?
stick this time, do we think? Yeah, drop the Armani emote in chat, because I feel like that's the mood right now.
Hi, my besties. Hi,
Hi,
gamers.
bestie. Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
If you're not already,
I think this is gonna be.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome.
Looking good.
Next, third time's the charm. So, they're called curators.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Fantastic. Where were we?
You were going to
just
tell
brought
You
them
just
Nomos
pulled
and Psyche what
Nomos
was
and
happening.
Psyche aside.
Yes. So back in Moongate, when we found the curators, and we were.
Is this in front of me?
No, unless
No.
you followed
No.
Armani out.
Okay.
I think you're still with your
Yeah,
potatoes.
I'm just eating my potatoes.
Yeah.
I'm like, so the curators, we found them in Moongate, and we kind of spied on them, and then eventually we all just kind of headed back to the tavern. Well, turns
Yes, I
out
remember.
Ivory followed one of them, and then slipped a threat into their fucking hotel room, I guess.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Well, not fuck yeah, Psyche, because they wrote a threat back.
I mean, like, that just happens.
Does it?
Like, if
Take-
you're gonna...
Psyche, I don't know. We've spent a lot of time apart, you and I. I don't know how many death threats you've written to God imprisoners, but
How many death threats
usually...
have I written?
The God imprisoners.
To God and prisoners specifically, like one max, but
Yeah. In general, death threats?
it's a decent
I'll
amount of
fight you. I'll
threats.
fight you for most death threats.
I feel like you've probably sent a few death threats in your time.
I've probably gotten them returned as well.
Yes. You've definitely been on the receiving end of several death threats.
Yeah. None of them ever worked. I'm still here.
Exactly.
One of
Sounds
them
silly
probably is
goofy,
one of
right?
the... One of them was from God, yeah. One of them is probably one of the ones that gave me sepsis, but, like, I'm fine now.
Yeah, it's fine.
You got better.
I got stabbed by one of those, like, tri-blade daggers that were outlawed by the Geneva Convention, but, like, I'm cool now, because God was still tight with me.
The
Nice.
what?
Your god now is not tied to you anymore, so you know that this is a bad situation,
Asa,
right?
you're echoing slightly.
Damn. How's this?
I don't know.
Maybe?
Hold on. There we go. Yeah, we're good.
Good.
You're good.
Okay, cool. Yeah. No, that was out of character, but given how funny your reactions were, I've decided to keep it in character.
So, what was the response? Was it like an outright, I know who you are, I'm going to kill you and bring the full might of our organization down upon your heads? Or...
Well, they did. Shall we go back to Ivory and they can show you the note?
Sure. Kind of leans his head back outside. Hi, Ripley, Ophelia. I believe we're cutting practice a bit short today.
You guys
pack
have
up your
been practicing
things.
for a few hours.
That's all right. I'm really English today. I don't know why.
I was muted on the stream.
but-
You know, it's. Yes.
Ah!
I fixed that. Woohoo. Yes, we've been practicing for quite a while today anyway, so it's probably fine.
Yes, feel free to pack up your things, and I think we're heading out sometime early this evening, if not in a few hours.
Okay.
Best of luck. And yeah, I think we head over to talk to Ivory to see our fan mail.
I'm still eating my potatoes.
Yeah.
Silly goofy mood.
You're not even like hungover anymore. Like I cast a spell on you. You're fine. You're just like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think you guys have seen the full extent to which Ivory just runs from problems.
Ivory just walk away.
They will just walk away.
Armani kind of walks to the table and like puts their hands on the table and leans forward, and they're like,
Hi.
"Hi, want to join on the little letter you got?"
Oh, yeah, here. I hand it to Nomos.
I like kind of look over, but I'm very short, and so I'm just kind of trying my best.
Nomos doesn't have glasses. I don't know what I'm doing for. He probably needs them. His perception is real crap. But
glasses arc.
he'll get them when he's older. Kind of passing it over back to Psyche. Ivory, I know that we've spoken before about doing things and then it catches up to you. And I know, as someone who is totally fine putting my own life on the line for things, sometimes you don't think to consider that these things may affect more than just you. And I know I'm a hypocrite in this, but could we have picked someone that maybe wasn't quite literally the keeper of god weapons?
I don't think that this is something that right now is going to affect all of you. I mean,
But
seem pretty
did
targeted.
you give them your name?
I mean, no.
Did you tell them where we were going?
Also, no.
So
I'm
we're
laughing,
running
please
from
stop
someone who
laughing.
I do
This
want
is
to
an
note. I
interesting-
do want to note. This person found us within 1 to 2 days. We are in another country. The nearest town is a week and a half away. The
I
journey
imagine
back
they use
to
some kind of teleportation as well.
yeah, again, we are either going up against someone who can teleport or has enough money to afford teleporting just to send you a 4-sentence letter.
2 sentence.
It's 2
letter.
Is it
sentences,
four? It's
actually.
two. It's
Two
two sentences.
sentence.
Ivory goes. And you correct yourself.
And yeah, no, so I would suggest, like, I mean, props to you, I probably would have done the same, but like, stay out of their way for now.
Oh, yeah.
Especially, just stay out of the way, and it shouldn't be a problem.
We do have
Well-
already quite a bit on our plates. We
can
have
handle
to go.
this later.
We still have to drop off our friends. We still have to make our way back to Karakin to deal with whatever's happening there. Now realizing we need to make a trip up northeast at some point because we have some unfinished business. And in fact, I might attend that later, but we can evade the god the god weapon
We have
imprisoners
to get in this fight.
after that.
We can get in this fight
To
later.
be fair, we all do still want to know things about them.
there's a difference
We don't
between
have the same
knowing
protection we
and
used to, Ivory.
I'm sorry, two people at once.
sorry.
We don't have the same protection we used to, Ivory.
That wasn't the case when this started.
I know, but it's the case now, and
We can agree that we need to pick our battles. And while there is no one else that I would rather have at my back and take on the world than you four, well, you three. Sorry, I saw Mhairi in the camera, and my brain didn't work.
It's dark.
Yes,
It's
the
dark.
DM,
You know.
the DM, the one that you heard of in that one thing that one time.
You can see his dog. You can see his dog outside.
Huh.
And while there was no one else that I would rather have at my back to fight off the world than you three, I think we can fight something comparable to the world later. We can't fix it now. It's already happened. But let's avoid sticking our noses into it that deep for now without consulting everyone.
yeah, that seems fair.
Now we do need to start packing our packing the wagon. So let's get ready for that. I might make a run over to then kind of looks over to whoever's working at the table because we're still in the restaurant because Ivory's just still eating the taters. Excuse me, probably the same person that I asked about the ride.
Yeah.
Is there a post office in town?
Yeah, it's, you gonna walk?
I can. I can also ride.
It's about 35-minute walk, and he kind of starts giving you directions.
Here, I'll mark it on your map. Great.
I'll put a waypoint in the map in the corner of your screen.
Thank you. Put it on my quest log.
Yep.
Gotta use your
Great,
compass. And...
Nomos knows how to orient.
Yeah.
But
Well,
Floyd, you're making a face.
you've gotten lost in the most.
That's fair.
Oh,
You
there
know
is a
how to-
difference between knowing where directions are and
Yeah,
knowing
following
how to
directions-
follow them.
Yeah, exactly.
I, Ewan, am very, very good at like orienting myself in the middle of fucking nowhere.
You know,
How-
Boy Scout.
I'm not good with street names, and things like that. Same concept. Nomos has been near one street in his life, maybe two.
You gotta learn fast, buddy. We're fighting
But,
god weapons. We don't need to teach you how to follow a grid system.
11 up and 1 over,
Actually-
you simple bitch.
Motherfucker.
Psyche, you might want to,
Yeah.
this actually. Great. The rest of you will meet outside in say an hour. Great.
Lazary and Zai kind of come
Yes.
in during this conversation and head back upstairs.
Great. Psyche, if you come with me. Kind of going back up to their room.
Okay.
It's like he just follows along.
Yeah, he wants them to be included on this. I'm conflicted. Should I write a letter to Omeros?
We just had the death threat talk.
Yes, the talk that all kids get.
The
at
talk
some
that
time in
all
their
kids
life.
get.
The talk that all kids get, yeah.
You know, when a
You know,
curator and a
when you're getting
tabaxi
older.
hate each other very much.
Oh, beautiful. Someone put that one in quotes.
I'm just saying, the shapeshifter's sexy.
Yeah.
And
are
also-
you gonna fall for this? Are you gonna fall for this conduit? And then
You're playing both sides.
Enemies to lovers.
God.
We have a little polyfill line, and on there's Ivory and Armani in the middle, and then for Armani's branching goes off to paranoia.
Oh no, I don't like these degrees of separation.
and Nomos and Twister looking on in abject horror.
Yeah.
Nomos and Twister.
I think if Armani, like, if Armani wants a catboy boyfriend and a god abomination to date,
and no one asks the god abomination if he wants this relationship. No one ever asks him. What?
I mean,
no.
Like, Psyche will probably strike you
And
down.
that's the answer.
One,
no
he
hands,
doesn't
no
have
holds.
hands. Two, he fucking hates you. Next question.
Enemies to lovers.
Anyway,
Well,
Nomos and Psyche are having an important conversation,
what
guys.
would the letter say?
I mean, I don't know. It's I could demand explanation, but I don't think I'd get anything. I demand an apology.
Do you think you'll get it?
No, and definitely that is something I think I'd prefer to get in person.
Yeah, then I'd say maybe for now, figure it out ourselves. No point getting your jackass halfway dad involved.
It wasn't even halfway, trust me. Definitely isn't now. Whether or not he knows it, I do. We'll
Has Elnat
We'll
said
fix it.
anything?
I haven't asked. And
I know she doesn't really say much, but
yes, despite my high opinion of her and my being bound to her, she's not the most verbose. I think I've gotten more from Arana in the 2 times we've spoken.
yeah.
We'll get to the bottom of this, and we'll make sure that we find out who's responsible. I promise.
Yeah, sure. We should get on the road.
We should. But hey, now there's 2 Afsoluses the world has to look out for. It kind of gives you a arm around the shoulder and gives you a good shake before
Kind of
letting
like
go,
tries
and
to
then
squirm out of it.
It does not work.
headlock.
Too
He
buff.
does
Too
not
buff.
work at all. An attempt is made, though.
And then I think he packs up whatever he has and throws it on over his shoulder and starts headed out to the cabin.
Yes,
to the
I
cart.
agree.
I would like to try to talk to Psyche before we get on the road.
Okay. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
kind of
I-
run into each other during this.
Yeah, I'm like taking my shit downstairs.
Hey, Psyche, got a moment?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. I drag you to like a corner. I don't fucking.
The face of
Whatever.
like, everyone is talking to me today, and I'm not used to it.
Earlier about the whole death threat thing, you know, I hope you know that that wasn't intentional for getting you in any kind of danger. You were kind of worried about this, you know, killing you in your sleep the other day or something.
Oh. No, I trust you, it's fine.
Well, still, sorry, I guess. I'm not
And then,
as
like-
much used to having other people have repercussions for my actions. I just kind of go
Neither
away.
am I.
So, yeah.
I get it. I think 2 days ago I probably would have just said we should go beat him up.
Not as easy without someone watching over.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you get used to it.
Guess I will.
And hey, now you can choose something else to fight with. you can have a little bit of range. Maybe not get scratched up as much.
Yeah, true. True, yeah. Now Nomos is teaching me how to sword fight, which is
How's that going?
shockingly well. Kind of thought I'd be terrible at it.
I mean, you can train with Armani too. I'm sure we'll have a bit of downtime on the roads. You 4, I guess, including last week.
You hear a shout, "You have a good teacher!" As he keeps pulling things out of the room.
Fucking nerd.
Absolute dork.
Yeah, anyway, not trying to get you killed. Just wanted to make sure that was, baseline communication.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks.
I'll try to keep it up, I guess.
And they and it is genuine, despite how painfully awkward it is.
Yeah.
It is meant deeply. Just awkward.
Some repairing is necessary.
Yeah. Perhaps seeing whatever else needs to be packed up, Ivory's just like, I'm gonna, yeah.
Yeah, is there any other conversation that we want to do, or anything else we want to get done in this in-between packing period?
I don't think so.
And to think I built you a post office for that.
I'm sorry.
No,
I
it's
was
fine.
thinking, I made the post office, and I was like, "What the fuck am I gonna say?"
I
Hey,
never knew
King,
you said
I know
you wanted to.
wiped my. Yeah, I know. I said I
can
wanted
always
to. I
reskin
didn't
it
think
later.
about what I want to say. It was like, "Hey, King, I know you wiped my memory of my family and had a hand of the literal burning of my
You could
home.
send him a death
Please
threat.
send money." No, I don't want to be
You can send him an
prepared.
anonymous
No more
death
death
threat.
threats.
You did
Yeah.
something to
No,
Nomos'
I
house.
want him to be
Alex.
surprised when I show up to his front door and use a max level divine smite to just punch him across the fucking face.
He is
I want
kind
him
of
to
an
be
old
surprised.
guy. There's only so much he can take.
He's 60.
I mean,
I
if
intend
you
to know how much you
divine
can take.
smite a 60-year-old, that's not
We're
gonna
gonna
go
This is a
well.
just
60-year-old.
how much
This
damage he can
60-year-old
take.
has access to fucking like 7th level spells.
I mean, I'm not saying he's weak. I'm saying that your max level divine smite by the time you get to Naos might be interesting.
Good. I can bring him back.
And kill him again!
I'd make him apologize the second time around. Here's the thing. Yeah, if he has access to 7th level spells, he can take it. Also, yeah, he's like 50 to 60.
Yeah, I know.
This is like punching just someone's dad. We're fine.
Your dad.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, we're punching my dad, except
Established
my
by now that
dad
he's
would
your
never-
dad.
We're punching
My
Nomos.
dad
Except
would- no, I
KO
meant-
would never.
I meant that is the age range of my father.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I would
yes.
never punch my
Except
father.
redacted would never.
But yeah, I think we're good.
Okay.
I think he showed his face on stream. I think we're allowed to say his name.
No,
I don't
let's
know.
lean away
Let's
from that. But
avoid that.
he did say hi.
But either way, so you all don't have any other conversations to make. Are there any other places you want to stop in town, or do you just want to go ahead and start heading north towards Goldwatch?
I think I just want to
I mean-
go. I don't know about y'all.
I think we're good.
good to
I think
go.
here's the thing. It's already late in the day. We want to get some distance between us and town, and we do not want to travel at night because it's in fucking Aphron in Othis.
It's cold.
Nomos, however, straps on his cape.
Yeah. Speaking of, so are you going to be? When you say you don't want to travel at night, that means you're going to be camping at night.
Yes.
Okay.
Probably.
But you still want to start traveling in the mid-afternoon.
Yes, like 3-ish.
Okay, that's like 2 hours before sunset, just as a note.
How long before sunset?
Like 2
2
hours.
hours.
It's winter. Sunset is early.
That's
Just
haul ass.
as a heads up. Okay.
Alas.
Haul ass? Alright.
Hauling ass.
So, then...
That's haul.
We're not getting into any sunk cost fallacy.
who
We're not doing that
is
here.
driving? Okay, you're driving.
Here's the thing. Fida is hooked up to the harness as well.
She can't drive
We have a
herself.
2-horse thing.
That's true.
No,
Fida
I'm
can-
saying Nomos is open to drive at some point.
All right, fair. So Nomos
no,
is
we do have
riding
Bello.
on Fida.
No.
I can drive.
Okay, Psyche
I
up
taught you to
front.
drive.
Yes, so
Psyche up front. Bello and Fida are doing the cart. I think Bello's helping guide a little bit. Is that what's happening? Am I understanding correctly?
Bello has less sentience than Fida.
Someone needs to drive.
Sorry, Fida is helping. That's what I mean.
Yes.
Yes. Nomos is gonna take a load off and sit in the carriage because
Yeah.
we have, in the cart because we have a roof.
Yeah, that is my one thing, is because this is a covered
Or the
wagon type thing now, it matters more who is up front because they are now separated from the rest of the group. The rest of the group otherwise
They are the
doesn't
ones who
matter.
can make perception checks.
They are the ones who can make perception
yeah.
checks. Nobody else can.
Psyche is not driving. You have no class.
Psyche has good wisdom.
They have no class. If they get hit,
Do
there's
they
no
keep
first
class
line of
proficiency?
defense.
No,
They
it's
have-
not.
they
It's
still
not.
keep the
No,
proficiencies, yeah?
what Sylvia's worried about is not skill checks. It's weakness. If something
Oh,
happens,
okay.
they don't want Psyche to
They
be on the
have
front
no
line.
skills.
I mean, I still have all of my hit points, and I
And
have
weapons.
I
Yeah.
have
And you could be dragged
dagger.
away.
yeah, true.
Please
But-
don't.
So, Psyche is not up front. So just
If you want to be up
Ivory.
front, someone else please be there too.
when
I
you're
mean,
up there.
I can just let
You
someone
could
else
do the
take
two
on
of
it.
you.
Do we want to do that?
We can share.
Yeah, it's a two-seater. Most
Yeah,
wagons have
it's
that
a
little
two-seater.
two-seat.
Yeah, it's a two-seater.
Sure.
It's just a matter of who it is.
And then
Yeah.
Mani and Nomos, Lazri, and Zyanma are in the back.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Then Ivory and Psyche, please make perception checks for me, or one of you can make it with advantage.
Can Fida make a check?
I just rolled a 19, so like.
I also
Nice.
rolled a 19.
Nice.
Hey. I mean, I rolled a flat 19, and
Yeah.
so I add things to it.
Fida did not roll a 19.
Nice.
So that's a 21
23.
from Psyche.
21, 23, and what does Fida have?
8.
Cool. Fida's having a great
Beluga.
time.
She
Feed is
sure
a
is
dog
pulling
in
a cart.
Yeah. Fida, it's since you guys have been in Moongate so long, it's been a little bit since she's had the chance to like pull something. She feels like she's got a very good job going and really wants to focus on the job. And so she's not really navigating much. But
She's doing a
yeah,
good job, though.
Harold is in the front seat, like sitting in Ivory's lap. And
That chicken's gonna fucking freeze.
yeah.
He's wrapped in their cloak that they got with their warm weather stuff. I almost think that it's like a this situation but with a cloak.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
So
And he
you
can
can
tuck
do
his
that.
head in if you want.
Psyche also up front. I will offer again if anyone wants to have a conversation while the day is going on. While the travel's going on. But I figure since you didn't want to back there, we're probably good on conversations here.
I think we're alright.
Okay,
I think we're fine. We had our chats.
Yeah.
Probably points out like some like weird dog we pass or something.
Well, there is a weird thing that
Is there
you
any
passed
interesting
that I was
story?
about to
Yeah.
kind of get
Oh no.
Yeah.
to.
What do we pass?
It's not that far out of town. It's only you are hauling ass, but it's only about 30-40 minutes out of town. You come across what looks like a small altar at the side of the road. Very well upkept with a lot of offerings on it.
We tell it
Can I like roll an Arcana check and see who I think it's to?
You might want to get a little bit closer. It's got a decent layer of snow over it, and you
Would that
can
be
tell.
religion?
It would be religion. 2, it's hard to make out any of the specifics of the symbology and stuff like that with a good layer of snow on it. So you'd probably have to approach and knock some snow off.
Yeah. I just sort of ask Ivory if I can hop off and check on it.
Sure. I stop the cart.
Sure. You can hop
I'm
down.
not gonna make you jog after the cart.
knock some. If anyone else also wants to hop off and go see what's going on while
I
we're
think no
here.
one notices the cart stops moving. It's like, everything good?
We're just doing something else. Wanna take a look?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll stretch my legs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nomos will
Want
also
some
make a
help, buddy?
religion check on that. Because
Okay.
I'm good at those.
So yeah, Psyche
That was
heads
in that
forward.
one.
Nice. Psyche heads forward and starts knocking off snow, and that's about all that Psyche is good at doing right now. Nomos,
They get distracted
Plus
and make a
4 to
little
this.
snowman.
Ah, fuck, fell off the table. There we
Psyche,
go.
do you think it would be in character for you to get distracted to make a snowball?
A little snowball? A little snowman?
Nomos is
Oh,
approaching.
God.
I'm just making this connection
Oh,
for
no.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Nomos rolled a 14, 10 plus 4, and just kind of inspecting this. Ewan am expecting a poof,
I think it
right
takes-
before or right
I think it
after I
takes
figure
them
out
a
what this
second
is.
because they're not like super in a like starting shit mood. They're kind of experiencing like a rare somber emotion, but then see you coming over and then like sees like sort of a handful of snow and is like, okay, time to cause problems. Just kind of
Opportunity.
next.
Yeah, I think I figured out what this is.
Yeah, you just get
And it's
fucking decked by a snowball.
Yeah.
Do I figure out what it is beforehand?
I'd say yeah. With the 14, you pick up on the fact and kind of brushing some of the snow off, based off of a core symbol that's kind of in the side of the this kind of stone altar. It's obviously meant to withstand time, and it's been here for a bit. Is for Avandra, the Changebringer.
Oh goodness, I haven't
Old
heard
god.
of Avandra in ages.
Avandra is an old god.
Avandra's an old god, yeah.
Could you tell me a little bit about Avandra?
Avandra has control over travel, adventure, freedom, and trade. And there are actually pretty rarely temples to Avandra within cities themselves, usually on the outside of cities or along paths to make sure that that people on that travelers on the road can pray for safety. And so she's
Hey,
most
Bessies
commonly
want to pray for safety.
what?
I said, hey, Bessies want to pray for safety?
It's also kind of Avandra is so baked into kind of the culture of travel and adventure that it is kind of just not. It's kind of more of a what's the word I'm looking for? It's just with an S.
Spiritual?
Superstition.
Superstition.
Even if you don't
Yeah.
necessarily believe or directly, like obviously, an atheist in the D&D world is just kind of an idiot. It's not a matter of believing. It's but if
Someone with a lack of religious affiliation.
yeah,
is-
someone with a lack of
is-
religious affiliation or with a different religious
Although I
affiliation.
would love to play an atheist in D&D.
Still would kind of walk by. It's still kind of common just to leave little trinkets and stuff at things at altars to Avandra on the road, just out of tradition, because I mean it can't hurt, right? So part of so this might not even be a temple that an altar that is attended to at all by actual clerics of Avandra, just anyone that travels by.
Hell yeah.
We might want to leave something. It's so shrine to Avandra.
And you get hit in the head.
We might want to leave something. It's a shrine. Just kind of
Ivory
gets up.
at the front of their of the cart is gonna scoop some off of the front of the cart because I assume there's been a little bit accumulating. Only got a little bit.
Yeah.
Toss it as well at Judas.
Also
At
at
Nomos.
me.
Also at
Oh
Nomos.
god.
Yes.
It's like,
Yep. Also at Nomos.
now who?
Armani, are you out of the cart or are you in the cart?
I'm staying in the car. I'm just gonna.
Okay.
I want to know.
You're sheltered.
I want to know if Lazary and Cyanma are getting in on this.
I think they can kind of hear what's going on. Armani, you kind of see almost a wordless exchange between Lazary and Cyanma going on there. And there's kind of a back and forth, and you watch Cyanma kind of lean over and whisper something to Lazary, and Lazary just... And a minute later, Cyanma kind of looks awkwardly over at Armani, and then stands up and just kind of slips out of the wagon. Lazary stays inside. But Cyanma is
think-
going to begin making a snowball.
Nomos is like, all right. And Nomos is no stranger to snow. He is not someone who's ever done a snowball fight before. Or if he,
you know how to
if
make
he did,
a snowball.
if he did, it would be back before everything with Omeros.
There is a science to making snowballs. Do you know it, Nomos?
No, he's
And
just
now
gonna
I'm
get
just
enough
imagining
snow to
Nomos
pack
getting
into
in
his
a-
hand.
Getting in a snowball fight with Cassandra and KO as a child, and then not really understanding that you can't get into a snowball fight with a baby, and just absolutely beaning
Doming you? Oh my god.
Like Cassandra's off to the side holding the infant in her arms.
dig a little hole so
I
you
cannot
can breathe.
stress enough that Psyche was like a newborn, like had not learned to walk.
It was a fucking baby.
Like
Domes you. Yeah!
like fucking aims at Cassandra's arms. Cassandra's like, Nomos.
I think
Psyche
he
gets its first
briefly-
cold.
I think he briefly remembers that. And I think he did make little things from snow while he was with Omros. Never like a snowball fight, but I think he made like little like snow friends. I don't think he never made a snowman, but he made little
I mean,
like
you had a little
oblong
windowsill in the
pillar
attic
shape.
that you stayed in. You had a little bit of a windowsill, and snow would gather on the windowsill, so you would have been able to like make little snowmen and stuff up there.
It's your parents' artistic influence.
And I think he kind of gets it. Now, Ewan, know that throwable weapons are strength-based.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Rather than dex-based,
no.
unless it is a dart. Nomos just kind of stands up slowly. Like, after he's on the ground, his hands are on the ground, he tries to, like, scoop up some into his hands as he's getting up, and just kind of pats it, compacts it. Once he finds that he has a
If you're
pretty
taking
good
your time
density,
doing this, I'm gonna just throw another sloppy snowball at you.
he's anticipating it. Can I attempt to like woof out of the way and
Make
just
a
like
dexterity
a
check.
baseball pitcher just thunk.
Okay, who are you
Right
aiming
back
at?
at Ivory.
So it's good. Okay,
Ivory.
at Ivory. Okay, so first of all, make a dexterity
I'll
check
make it
to
dex.
avoid Ivory's thing.
Oh fuck! Fell off the table. 19 plus
Okay,
1.
so you avoid Ivory's snowball.
I'm fucking Neo.
And just
Okay,
chuck
not
one
yours.
back. Ivory just snowball to the face. Meanwhile,
no, there's no way you can dodge that. I rolled a 4.
Meanwhile, in the back, there is a moment, and then Psyche, you get hit in the back of the shoulder, and there's Zianma partially behind the wagon, just.
And
I
you
think after-
like he just turns and goes, "Oh, you little shit," and starts.
I point. I'm sitting on the thing. I point at Psyche and I go, and then I'm gonna move to Psyche's side.
Oh my god! There's a truce. There's a team.
I think when he sees that happen, Nomos looked at you and just
Who are you pointing at?
puts up. Oh, both of them. Just
Yeah.
at both of them. Picks up more snow, starts packing it menacingly.
And I'm
Zianma
gonna,
sees her chances here and immediately allies with Nomos. What?
To
Sorry,
stop
let's-
packing your snow and finally throw something, dork ass.
Can we get some backup out here? That's towards the cart.
Armani, are you going to exit the cart?
You know what? Yeah, Armani will exit the cart and join Nomos' side.
Nice!
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Zianma, Nomos, Armani, and Ivory and Psyche.
As
Is
you
Zianma
know,
unaffiliated?
three, we've been betrayed.
Zianma is tentatively allied with Nomos, but
Okay.
could go either way.
Okay.
Alright.
Who's good at okay, quick? Who's good at making snowballs?
I don't
Well,
know.
yeah, this conversation works.
Yeah, the other ones are just going fucking wild.
Shield. Boom. So,
Actual shield just.
What do you think?
I play to win. So,
You
two
will not
cover
lose to
me.
your brother again. This will not be laser
you
tag.
two cover me. To Zianma and Armani, and he just takes a shield.
What?
And just starts
Shoveling?
digging. He's shoveling. He's gonna start making a mound to hide behind.
Oh
He's
my
making
God.
battlements.
Armani, I have a feeling you are very confused as to what is going on.
Oh, Armani this is like the
You take 2 steps outside and you're hit.
this is like the second day that Armani has seen snow like in person.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think they're not familiar with it, so they're confused not only by the snow but also by what the fuck is happening. Why are you hitting each other with this?
Armani,
They're just yes.
you're sitting here trying to reconcile the existence of snow, how you're supposed to deal with it, what to do, and then so you get fucking beamed in the back of the head, and you look around, and Dark is corporeal, and has betrayed you. I could not do it.
I abandoned Nomos, I abandoned Zaima, I abandoned this whole thing. I am focused on destroying Dark right now. I am doing
This is two siblings. This is
helping this motherfucker.
two sets of siblings in a snowball fight that previously had teams.
Psyche, I am going to make direct eye contact with you, and then since Nomos decided it's shield time, I slap you with invisibility.
How is me holding a shield equate to you going invisible?
Oh my god.
It's you using the things that are given to you, and I'm using invisibility.
I'm the kid who
now.
takes the sled and starts digging a hole with it, and then like serving platters of snowballs. You're the
And I'm
kid
the
who
kid that
brings
magically turns
like
my
a
friend
snowball
invisible.
machine.
Hold on, I have to roll the
Yeah.
d20.
Well, now I'm magically invisible.
That is very cocked. That's between an 8 and a 10, so I'm just gonna read it. I have bad news.
Oh boy, did you just wild magic surge?
Maybe.
Oh my god, what did you roll?
87.
87, okay. Give me one moment.
I'm gonna
Let's
scream.
You are invisible.
What is it?
Okay, so how many people in this area? So it's gonna be
No!
Psyche, Armani, Nomos, and Zayanma. Psyche, Armani, Nomos. Choose a number between 1 and 4.
4.
Oh god, 3.
Okay,
Zayanma
get
is
one.
so Zayanma
Do you want me
is
to roll a
1.
d4?
I'll roll the d4. We're good. We're fine. Okay, 4. Who was 4 again?
Psyche.
Okay, you cast Fly on Psyche. So Psyche, you now have a flying speed of 60 feet. For the next 10 minutes.
Am I invisible?
Yes.
Yes!
So Ivory doesn't know.
Ivory does not know.
I definitely felt the magic.
Psyche can now fly.
Nomos sees his sibling go invisible, and then
And
the
their
ball of
footsteps
snow that they're
vanish.
holding starts
It'll go
lifting.
invisible with them.
Oh, will it? Okay.
If they're holding it when they
Well,
return
new
it,
balls
do you
of
think they
snow
pick
will
up-
float with them.
Yeah, new balls will.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But that one, I hold
But
on
that one.
tight to it.
Yeah.
Also, it's like cloudy.
Yeah.
Everything is white. I don't know if you've ever been in a very snowy field. You can't really see shit
I also
very
love
well.
to imagine that because all of you have dark vision, everyone here is a little bit snowblind.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like to fly directly above Judas. Just directly above Nomos, and then just drop it.
Nomos.
How did you?
You hear cackling from directly above you. Like
Oh
10 feet above you.
bullshit! One moment. And he. I think while this thing has been happening, he's dug out a little like snow inlet that goes down a little bit. He can take his shield, plant it. Call it. Mani, do you need your shield? Because it seems like you're busy.
Armani does not hear. Armani does not give a single shit.
Currently,
Man,
they're like
great.
grappling.
Armani, are you raging
like,
right now? Armani?
are you raging?
Armani, are you raging right now?
I think Armani might be right.
Okay,
If
fair.
Armani rages and all the ancestors of you come up
Yeah,
and start
there's
throwing
like ancestors
snowballs,
in the corner over here.
This is like snowballs, babe.
This is like when you're like fucking around with your friends in a multiplayer game and then accidentally aggro like every single enemy. in the
Yeah.
room.
And like, funny, it's gotten to the point where like Dark and Armani are like straight grappling, and like Dark will come down just fully try to like rub snow in their hair, and it's a full.
It's not a snowball fight anymore. It's just a fight.
It's just a fight.
We're just fighting. We're just fighting.
Can Nomos try to ascertain the laughter in terms of direction?
Absolutely. It's not subtle.
And just
No.
because I can trace the outline of snow on your figure.
Bud, I have a terrible thing that I'm gonna tell you can do.
Oh?
You can cast Abjure enemies. You don't have to.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I won't cast Abjure enemy on you, but I will, however.
Hunter's mark.
No, I look at where I think you are, and I point, and I cast Vow of Enmity, which as a bonus action, pick a target within the range to gain advantage on all attacks against it for 1 minute. So I negate your invisibility, and just you, and his eyes glow, and then he chucks a fucking snowball at you.
And while this happens, you see Zyanma go, "Oh, is magic on the table?" And then Zyanma reaches over and, like, one hand on her spellbook, which is halfway covered in snow right now, the other one reaches out towards Judas. Are you willing? Are you a willing creature, Nomos?
Are you gonna be hasted right now?
Yes, I am.
No, Zyanma can't haste, but Zyanma can cast Enlarge Reduce, and is going to enlarge Nomos.
Yes!
To double his size and 8 times his weight.
And above.
So you now have advantage on all strength checks and strength saving throws. And you are
mad with
double
power.
your size.
Psyche is also mad with power. Is just kind of like zooming around, like
Dodging
shooting-
like crazy.
Yeah, because you have a flying
Judas
speed of
knows.
60 feet, so you're double everyone else's base
Yeah.
speed right now.
Yeah. So Judas, Nomos is the only one who knows where Psyche is, and you just get this ping of like Psyche just.
Oh, beautiful. I think at this point, I'll get back to you in a moment. And he slams his hand into the snow and just starts dragging this massive piece of snow, easily this big, but imagine that he is 12 feet tall. So this is easily I'd say 4 to 5 foot wide piece of snow that he has bowled.
Non-lethal damage!
We'll find out. I'm gonna non-lethally drop 100 pounds of snow on you. No,
Yeah.
no, he's gonna find Ivory because Ivory is off doing something, and is just going
They've actually been sneaking around the back, and they are gonna try to throw a snowball at Zyanma
Okay.
from behind.
If that snowball comes and then beams over Zyanma, Nomos just turns. It's like, y'all ever seen the Iron Giant?
Yeah.
Reels back and just chucks downward this 5 foot diameter ball of snow at Ivory.
Yeah, shield.
They
You
do-
can shield that.
Yeah, they cast shield on themselves, and it just goes poof.
Just
I
fully
think they
reflects
still
off
get
of it.
rained on.
I
but
do need
it's
to-
not gonna.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, you still, like, there's still a rain around you kind of thing. Very, like the hero holds up a shield and it blasts around the hero as they try to keep their
Just snow.
Yeah, but it's just snow. I'm checking to look at Dark's magical abilities real quick. Just because it's been a little while.
Oh, while you do that, fuck. Can I do that? What's no larger than a 5-foot cube? Fuck, I'm too. You know what I'm gonna do? It's an illusion that can't be bigger than a 5-foot
Oh,
cube.
God.
So I'm gonna do minor illusion. We're in snow. How high is this snow?
Like 6 inches max. It's not a ton.
Okay, so it's not enough for me to logically be like, okay, I can't be logically buried in this snow.
No.
No, but I will say if you like intentionally try and like collapse backwards into the snow, you could probably like shove some on top of you. It would suck and you would get wet, but it would be worth it.
No, I think instead what I'm going to do is, when I have a moment, I am also going to do invisibility on myself. And I think since it's a cantrip, Ewan, can
Invisibility
I
is
cast
not a
cantrips if I'm keeping up concentration?
Yes. As long as it's not a
the
concentration
cantrip is not concentration, and also I mean, we're not in combat, so we don't really need to keep track of actions versus bonus actions, so you're good.
I'm gonna cast invisibility, and then I'm gonna like start moving, and I'm also making footprints appear in the snow.
Okay.
In other directions.
Yeah. God, while this is happening, Zyanma is, like, focusing on maintaining concentration, but there is also actively a mage hand with a snowball in it that is coming to bully Psyche.
Good.
Meanwhile...
Who's coming to bully me?
Zyanma's mage hand. Meanwhile, Armani... You have summoned the ancestors. This is becoming just a full-out brawl. Are you attempting snow here? What's the deal?
What'd you say? Sorry.
This is becoming a full-out brawl. Are you still throwing snowballs? Are we just smearing snow at people? Are we trying to knock Dark down? What's the goal here?
I feel like it's just wrestling at this point. I feel like that's just kind of what's happening.
Yeah?
It's wrestling with like a hint of snow.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Wrestling, but you're cold and wet also.
Exactly.
Wrestling, parentheses, snow edition.
I'm trying to just like get into the ground. You know what I mean? Like I'm just trying to knock.
Oh yeah. Make a strength check.
Okay. Ooh, besties. That is a 9.
9! Oh, I was gonna give you a chance to knock him the fuck down, but he got a 15. And you try to shove him and he just... Like, he literally, like, curses in Infernal, at you. Like, he fully devil's curses at you.
I speak Infernal. Watch your mouth.
I also speak... I was just gonna say...
Fucking language his ass.
PG here.
Fucking language his ass. Oh, God. But,
Psyche just kind of like emphatically and very happily like shouts a swear word in Infernal that has nothing to do with the current situation and
you hear
doesn't
Dark
really
go,
respond.
yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah. Lazarus is staying inside, but, yeah. Lazarus hearing all this going on.
In her lane.
I will say, I do sort of like slide into the cart very briefly with one pristine snowball. I just hand it to Lazarus, and then I leave.
Lazarus will remember this.
Path unlocked.
Lazarus, up arrow.
Path unlocked.
Lazarus hostile. Path unlocked.
And fucking
become Aldrithe. Aldrithe become human.
Aldrithe become human. And yeah, how long are we going to snowball fight for? Because in a moment, I'm going to decide who wins in each little
until I
here.
am too tired to keep fighting.
Okay.
Which,
also, do remember sunsets in 2 hours.
Yeah. I'd say 45 minutes max.
Yeah.
I will say, as someone who gets in snowball fights, I usually get tired around the 20-minute mark.
Yeah, no, it's...
Also, enlarge reduce goes off after 1 minute.
Yeah, so you are not big for very long. Zyanma does have more than one of that level spell slot, and does do it again.
Good. Excellent.
But, so it is more than just 1 minute. But after, like, 10 minutes, y'all are starting to slow down. Armani, you got Dark wrestled to the ground, but then Dark, like, fucking rolls you over, and then fucking pops his wings and himself back up to standing. And then they disappear again, and he just picks up a snowball and just...
He's so good. Where? What the fuck? And then I started throwing snowballs back at him.
He literally just and then keeps going. So how this is gonna work is I have this split up. So there's the Armani versus Dark fight, and there's the Nomos and Zyanma versus Ivory and Psyche fight. So the way this is gonna work is everyone is going to make just a straight roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Highest total wins per team or
15.
individual.
11.
Okay.
Our team total is 26.
15.
Ooh, Zyanma also got a 15!
30. So you guys win.
And then, Armani?
That's not the face of someone who's winning.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And
Maybe
Dark got a
Ooh,
19!
Damn.
You get fucking smoked.
I am picturing at some point while the fly is still active and the enlarge reduce is still active, but the invisibility isn't, at some point Nomos grabs fucking Psyche by the legs and just straight into the snow.
Puny god!
Full of snow.
Yeah.
Puny god.
Right into the... Yeah, it is a close...
Yeah.
It is
And then
a
he
close
checks
match.
in just after. I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
And I feign injury for a little bit. Just to stress him out, and then I get a really big snowball and throw it directly into his eye.
He just puts his hand in the snow and covers you.
I spent 5 minutes digging myself.
Yeah, we got the wizard on sorcerer violence going on here,
Yeah,
with the
and
two
the sibling on
spellcasters
sibling
playing
violence.
support. With the two spellcasters playing support, but eventually Zyanma does, they're pretty evenly matched. It's down to the siblings. But Zyanma and Ivory kind of keep each other neck and fucking neck. And eventually a truce is called. Everything winds down slightly. And in the moments of everyone just... Zyanma just... And Lazary is standing outside of the wagon, just having...
Yeah!
And then steps back into the wagon without a word. And Zyanma's like...
Like he just says, "I'm so proud of you."
After a few minutes of like lying down or like catching their breath, Ivory, covered in snow, they have fur, is going to go into the back of the cart and just shake.
Lazary's like, God, nah.
No, I got it. Thaumaturgy, gust of wind.
You are now
Get all the snow off everybody.
It's like, yeah, now, Ivory has gone through a blow dryer and is incredibly fluffy.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
And, after that, do we load ourselves, do we leave the shrine behind and load ourselves back in the car?
Did anyone leave an offering? or
Nomos
did we
does
just get the snowball
drop
fight?
a gold.
Yeah,
I
Nomos
will
does
leave
drop a
some
gold.
food rations.
fair enough. Anyone else want to leave a little, offering?
No.
Okay. Then you hop back in the wagon and make your way down on the road. The rest of the kind of like hour and a half of travel, well, at this point it'd be an hour left, is pretty uneventful. The snow on the ground is heavier here, and so you imagine that as you're trying to bust ass, you're going a little bit slower than you typically would while hauling ass. Just because this snow already kind of starts to slow you down. Not by a lot. You're gonna face a lot more snow than this. But it's a bit much, especially for, Fida, who is a celestial being who despite Nomos's, experience with snow, lacks some experience on her own of snow. So Fida keeps getting distracted. And it kind of slows you down a little bit. But eventually, after an hour or so, the sun begins to set. And you guys can start looking for a place to make camp. Where you currently are, you don't see a place on the side of the road that is, like, a building or, like, super squared off. Based off of... Gotta check my terrain here. This is mostly flat ground, this is mostly kind of a flatlandy area, so it's not like there are a lot of nooks and crannies that you can hide in. But you can find a place to settle down. It's just got a layer of snow on the ground and stuff like that, so it kind of depends on how you want to approach making camp outdoors right now.
I think we're all gonna stay in the cart.
Okay.
For the night, yes?
Big enough.
We can just kind of, body heat it up.
Comfortable, but
Yeah.
y'all can get cuddling.
If the cart like this, we have our bodies like this.
Yeah.
How are you keeping Bello warm?
I was gonna say
you need to...
Bello and Fida cuddle time.
Possible.
I say we take a big
We also have
tarp.
blankets.
Yeah, big blanket.
Throw one over Bello, and Nomos takes his cape off and throws it over Bello.
Fair enough. That's what I was deciding. Spearwaldgy did Celestials.
Yeah, does Fida? She looks like a rock.
Yeah, she looks like a rock. I'm trying to decide if Celestials produce heat or not. I've had this argument with Dark, thinking about Dark, and I know Dark produces heat now.
You have this
Dark's a
argument with Dark.
fiend.
You have a conversation with him?
About. Because Dark's a fucking fiend, so of course he gives out heat now, but it's arguable whether or not Fida has cells. She's a celestial being of, like, light and divine energy.
I think that if she wants to have body heat, she can.
That would make sense. Okay, sure. Then you can have Bello and
Radiant
Fida cuddles.
damage.
Bello and Fida cuddles.
Bello and Fida cuddles, and Fida can turn on the heat switch. It's like a thermostat.
Like a heated blanket.
Yeah, like a heated blanket.
And in the morning, there's like a circle of melted snow around her.
So everybody else
perfectly
is gonna...
equidistant from her.
Yeah. So everybody else is going to kind of stay in the cart and just kind of get nice up close
Before
and
we
personal.
go to sleep.
And there was only one cart.
And there was only one cart. Nomos is gonna place large like stones or pieces of wood in front of and behind all the wheels.
Yeah.
Because that seems like something you should do. And I think he does take his twister call outside.
Cool.
Ooh, there are things I should tell them.
Yeah, I was about to say,
No,
do you have some things you'd like to tell?
I've been waiting for this. I would also...
Turn it up.
Psyche's planning to call Journey at some point.
Okay.
Do you each want to take a watch tonight?
I don't want to hog time.
That's
with
kind of an
Twister
important
call.
conversation to
It's an
have.
important
To have
call.
this
I've been
conversation.
invested in this for 2 sessions.
Yes.
You want to go first?
What is the watch schedule going to look like tonight? Are you going to keep watches?
One. Yes.
Okay.
Nomos will take first because he doesn't want Twister to stay up late.
enough.
I'll do second, I guess, because I'm gonna make a call also.
All right. Who's taking third watch?
I can do third.
Okay, cool. Just you. Ivory, are you gonna sleep through the night?
If everyone thumbs offering, I'm gonna take a look at that.
Fair enough. Okay.
I'm gonna be driving all day. I will nappy nap.
Then, Nomos first watch. If you'd like to call Twister, then you can do that.
I said you want to go first, and then I took first watch. I don't know what I'm doing.
So you kind of fucked yourself over there. I hate to say it.
Damn me, my being considerate for my partner's sleeping habits. But only in game.
Only in game.
Only in game. Can confirm. I'm in the chats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll make a call.
Okay.
Why am I smiling? Because I'm nervous, and I smile when I'm nervous. Hello.
Oh, hey.
Hey, how are you?
Huh, good. Just the usual. Pretty boring. But, how are you?
I'm alright. We just left, Morinheim. We're over this now. And,
that was fast. Oh, did you say you were going to teleport or something?
Yes, we made some friends with some wizards who we did some work for.
Yeah,
and,
I think you told me about them.
Yes, very nice individuals. But we made it to Morinheim. We just left. It's about a week and a half's ride over to where we're headed.
Okay.
But then once we're there, I'm pretty sure we're headed just back to Morinheim, and then trying to get a teleportation circle back to Targrave.
That's
So we'll
great. I'm excited to have you back. There's so much that I have to show you. Like I said, I have some gifts, and if you make it back that fast, I mean, another 2 weeks of travel, depending on how long you spend in the city you're going to, you should be able to make it back by Frostmourne.
It'll be good to be home. I wish I could keep it with just pleasantries.
That's okay. It doesn't need to be just pleasantries. I realize you're out on your big adventures and stuff, and not everything is just small talk. I wouldn't want it to be just small talk, honestly.
How was the weather today?
Oh, are you actually asking?
I mean, it was a bit of a fib. But,
Sorry.
I hope it was good. I know it's getting a bit colder.
It is getting colder. Mostly just
Not
darker,
quite
but
cold
colder.
over here, but
Yeah, I've heard it gets really snowy out there, so stay warm.
I'm no stranger to winter, but definitely different down here. Right. Oh, there's so much. I need to think about how to organize all this.
I'm here all night.
I'll be able to keep you. You remember how I don't talk about home much?
Yeah,
Well, not home, but back in Naos.
I figured that was what you meant.
So, it's partially because there wasn't much to tell, but also there's not much I remember. And turns out that wasn't just me having bad memory.
Okay.
I thought it was. It was just something I could write off. But no. The man who raised me, Omeros, the father of the temple, apparently wiped some measure of my memory.
What the fuck?
I had family, and I had parents, and I had a little sister, and he had something to do with... I thought I lost my home in a fire. I thought I did, and I ran because I was scared, but I could never go back, and it makes... That's in the past, and there's nothing I can do about it now. But the fact that I know, and... Oh, I should probably have gotten to this. Little sibling. Yeah. Apparently it was Io.
Okay,
I mean, there is a
see
resemblance,
the similarities.
yeah, a little.
Wow. What are the chances?
The odds. That's what I was saying. No,
wow.
and I remembered their name, and I remembered everything, and
I thought we
great.
already knew their name. Was there an incident there?
Oh, it's a moniker taken in service of their deity.
Name. Oh, okay.
They're not using it anymore.
What are they using now?
I'm not sure that's my place to share quite yet. If Journey hears about, I don't want you to be the first person to hear.
That's fair.
Probably Journey's business.
Well, if Journey starts using a different name, I'll just go with whatever.
All right. But it's great because I know I have family, and there's something left for me to find and protect. But I'm starting to realize he took my life from me, and and he had a hand in, oh, at least I think he had a hand in my parents being killed and almost losing whoever I had left, and I'm not using Judas anymore.
Oh, so we're sticking with that now?
For the time being, because I don't know if I want to use a title, a name given to me by someone who took away my life and gave me a title in a pet project.
I wouldn't either.
Sorry, it's a lot. But
I mean, it's a lot for me. I can't imagine it's any easier for you.
no, and I'm trying to be better about sharing it with you because
Hey,
of
I
the
appreciate
many
that.
things that of the many things that have not made sense as of late, you are something that has, and you deserve to be in the clear about all that. I don't want to keep anything from you, and that's what you deserve.
Thank you.
So, unfortunately, we will be spending time in Targrave, but fairly soon after, we will probably be heading back up to Naos, because I need to get to the bottom of it. I need to figure out why this happened, and
Yeah, that makes sense.
they were artists, my parents.
Oh.
You
That's
know,
cool.
apparently renowned artists. Afsalis, do you know the name?
The Absoluses?
Yeah, it's.
That's insane. What?
It is. I was always told I came from nothing. You know, I was a kid of a small cabin living couple in the middle of nowhere in the hills of Naos. And to think I had all of that and that was taken from me, from both of us, and I'm going to figure out what happened. But in lighter news, when I was in Prinstall, I got you a set of wind chimes.
Thank you.
Turns out it was one of my family's pieces, and I didn't even know.
What?
So,
That's amazing. How did you get your hands on an Absolus piece for anything less than a couple thousand gold? Are you kidding? Did you spend 1,000 gold on a wind chime?
Not 1,000.
How much did you spend on the wind chime?
Unimportant. Regardless, if we do get a chance to share a space together, it would be a nice way to light up a room.
I think so too.
Anyways,
So
it's getting late.
hold on. I
Oh,
feel like I missed it. What name are we going by now?
I think we're sticking with Nomos.
Nomos it is.
Thank you.
No problem.
Hey, only for some weeks out.
Yeah. Not long at all.
In the grand scheme of things, no, not really.
God, look at you. Now you're some big adventurer and you're an Absolus kid and all of that. You're just built for greatness, it looks like.
Don't think I'm leaving you behind, though.
Nah, I wouldn't mind it if you did.
No, absolutely not. What use is names and titles if I don't have anything to go back home to? Or to take along with me, for that matter.
I was about to say, I hope I'm just not just waiting there the whole time. That would kind of suck.
No, I would never do that to you. Trust me.
You promised
I
you'd
am
take
someone
me
who's well
adventuring.
acquainted, and I'm holding up that end of the promise.
Hey, maybe you can use all of your fancy whatever and throwing around name dropping and stuff to get us cool free stuff.
I just want you to know that your part in my life is no small measure. It is more than I can put into words.
I'm glad.
I love you.
I love you too.
Anyways, it is getting a bit late.
Probably.
Probably going to be getting on the road quite early in the morning, but
Well,
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
good luck in the snow. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Talk to you then.
I love you, Nomos.
Sleep well. I love you too, Twister.
Cool. Is that all you're doing
Next.
on your watch? Well, no.
Oh yeah, I need to take my
You
my
need to, like,
my perception
roll
check.
perception and shit.
Oh yeah,
You're not
the
off
next was
Gontu.
all right. Next sappy call.
Huh.
But nope, I fell off the table.
I've been meaning to make a crying emote for a while. It's just a matter of who.
As a 14 plus 1, 15.
15?
Or wait, what is my wisdom plus 1? Yeah, 15.
Okay.
Oh wait, I get advantage on perception checks.
No, that's right, you do.
I'm going with the 15.
Fair enough.
It was a 6.
And then based off of my roll, is there anything else you want to do during your watch?
No, I think he's trying to warm up to something. He does have he gave his blanket and his coat to Bello. So he is kind of just in a ball in a corner.
You can make a fire.
Kind of curling
if you're
into
outside
himself.
of the thing. You can make a fire. It with some difficulty.
He was sitting on. That's too fucking hard. We need firewood, and we're surrounded by plains in snow.
It's all wet. You'd
Yeah.
have a lot of trouble.
I'd have a lot of trouble, and there's no wood. But yeah, I think he's just gonna once he's done there, curl up just into a little ball in the cart and tap Psyche away. You're up.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Yeah, so with that watch cycle, the rest of your watch passes without incident. Nomos comes and gets you up. Psyche. You also have a call you'd like to make. That
Yeah,
you significantly
if you'd like
change
me to-
posture for.
If you would like, my life. If you would like me to make it another day, I absolutely
go
can. Definitely spend a while just kind of like pacing in the snow, just kind of like holding snow in my hand until it melts. Like, gotta psych myself up for this one. And I think the first call I make is actually to Quill. Just very briefly say, "Hey, it's Thorns."
Yes. Hello?
Oh, that name is gonna need to.
No,
Yeah.
no, like visibly like cringes. And just says, just wanted to update you. We're taking our friends to. Where the fuck are we going again? I write it down and then I forget every time.
Gold
Going
watch?
to the Ruts and Prairie, to the city of Goldwatch.
Thank you. We're going to the Ruts and Prairie, Goldwater specifically. Just wanted to keep you updated.
Goldwater is what Journey called it. That is incorrect.
Damn
Quill goes, "Oh, good to know. And the princess is still with you?"
Yeah, she's doing
Good.
well. Knows how to use a sword.
Good.
Beat my ass this morning.
That's perfect. Either way, that's good. Thank you for the update. I haven't found anything on one Judas Select.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. I figured it out on my end.
Oh, all right. Well, good for you.
Feel bad for wasting your time.
It's all right. It mainly wasn't mine. I sent some other people after it. And I have time to waste. That's why I'm awake this late.
I'll keep you updated on this.
Thank you.
Okay, bye. It's just like
Bye.
was gonna say something else and then just okay, we're good.
Quill's like, fuck it, yeah, sure, whatever.
Okay, fine. And then they're just instinctively like kind of just taps their own shoulder. Like maybe I could cast Calm Emotions on myself. No, they can't. The instinct is not going away. And then calls Twister and says,
You mean Journey?
Fucking not Twister. Calls Journey.
You're calling my partner?
I'm calling your girl. Partner? God. No, I call Journey.
Okay.
Hey, me.
Hey.
Sorry, I know it's late.
Yeah, no problem. Always like to hear from you anyway.
Thanks. We're, going to the Rutsin Prairie now. Just wanted to keep you updated.
Thanks. I have
How's,
no idea what's out there, so I hope it's at least, somewhat fun.
It's really snowy. I got in a snowball fight with, like, everyone
Please
today.
tell me you smoked them.
No.
Oh my gods!
In my
Psyche,
defense...
Psyche, you have to bring honor to the name of the
You don't know my
Ravens.
name yet.
Sorry. Io, you have to bring honor to the name of the Ravens Court.
I know. In my defense,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have powers anymore.
Okay, that's new.
So, kind of put off calling you while I was, I don't know, processing.
Yeah, that sounds like something you need some fucking time to deal with. What's happening? Is everything okay?
Yeah. No, but like, yeah. I mean, like I was in a very brief coma. I'm fine now.
What?
Yeah, brief.
You
brief.
do not just drop that
like a
shit
couple
and walk
hours.
past it, Io.
I am no longer in the ladies' service. I assume
Am I
you're
allowed
not
to say
too
yay?
briefed
Is
about
that a dick move?
You are.
Okay,
You're- no,
yay!
yeah.
Congrats.
There's some getting used to it. There's a reason.
Yeah?
I should start with the fact that I don't want to go by Io anymore.
Oh shit, okay.
My name is Psyche.
Suits you?
Thanks. Once again, I didn't pick it.
Still suits you.
Yeah. This is... Oh god, it doesn't get less weird. I was researching Judas.
Okay.
I wanted to figure out... He's got, like, some weird shit in his past that he doesn't remember, and I, couldn't research mine. Figured I'd go ahead and do what I couldn't do for myself. We don't have to unpack all that. I went to the
all right.
library. I went to the library for, like, hours when I was in Moongate, and I was trying to research what happened to his family, because they died in a fire when he was 7.
Fuck.
6. Yeah, 6.
6.
And wanted to figure out who his parents were. I figured out who his parents were.
Okay.
Judas goes by Nomos now, which is his birth name.
Okay.
His birth name is Nomos Afsalis.
Every day we roll to see if they know who that is.
Every day we roll to see if it's...
Sorry?
Yeah,
Did I mishear that?
No, you didn't. Yes.
Is he, like, rich as fuck now?
No. I've got another thing coming.
Rich artist.
I've got another thing coming because my birth name is Psyche Absolis.
Okay,
Yep.
So you and Nomos
Our brothers.
Okay.
The lady was lying.
I could have told you that, no offense. With
I
all the love in
told
my
her,
heart, could have told you that.
I told her that directly.
Shit.
I mean, it all came down to the stream, right? Was telling me all sorts of stuff that I'm used to hearing. It's been years of me hearing this and years of me believing it, and she ended up saying that, like, once again, she loved me. She was the only one who would ever love me. I was her trusted servant. I was her everything and her protege, and I made the mistake of checking to see if she was lying after all these years. And she was. And I told her, and she and Psyche kind of like steals himself, and she chained me to the ground and ripped the heart out of like a shadow
Fucking
figure
hells.
of me, and I went into a brief coma. I think it would have been longer if Nomos didn't, like, lose his mind trying to save me.
I probably would have lost my fucking mind too. I'm not gonna fucking blame him on that one.
Yeah, I would have been fine. It just would have taken time. But
Are you okay?
so we got out of Moon.
Is there anything I can do? Other than promise a really big hug when you get back to Targrave if you want it?
That'd be nice. I have one more thing to tell you, which you're not going to like, but I feel like I need to apologize.
Okay.
The last task that I was given by the lady, I feel for the dagger on my hip. Is it still there?
Yep.
She to test my loyalty. One of the, many times this was going to be my last proof that I was worth everything that she'd invested in me, and it doesn't matter. She wanted me to kill you. She gave me a knife with an inscription and a piece of your clothing. And she tasked me. You're muted.
No, she's just mouthing it.
Oh, okay. And for a while, I was scared enough to try and do it. I don't think I ever could have. I don't want you to die.
I also don't want me to die. Funny you should say that.
Sure as hell isn't gonna be my fault.
Why me?
I'm... She knows that I'm attached to you. She's used you against me for months.
What?
Yeah, you appeared in my dreams and got replaced by fucking Kasuna at one point. Before I got, like...
You're saying words, Psyche. Oh,
No,
gods.
it's kind of a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So you're not gonna kill me now. So we're in agreement.
No, no, of course not. This isn't a threat. I'm realizing when I was in her service, I was so scared that I would have done pretty much anything. And I am glad that I don't have to anymore. And it's not an excuse, because that's a choice.
I mean...
I understand if you don't trust me.
Look.
Really.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Am I about to be pretty forgiving about this? Yes. Are Dayra and Helly gonna be super forgiving about this? Nah.
No.
But, here's the thing. In my eyes, fucking, you're not gonna kill me now. And the only reason you wanted to do it is because you were fucking terrified and someone was forcing you to do it and standing over your shoulder and shit like that. And you know what? It's not your fucking fault that she was treating you like shit and making you terrified like that. I can stand up for myself. I can take care of myself. If you were gonna come after me, I wasn't gonna expect it, but I'd like to think I would have at least put up a fight. And...
Oh, you definitely would have.
And...
No, I shouldn't say.
What?
There's no point in me telling you how I would have done it.
Yeah, and I don't really want to know either, because
No.
that's not something that would leave my head, I don't think.
No.
But you didn't want to do it, you don't want to do it, you were forced into it by big celestial bitch, like, that wasn't your will, you don't want to kill me. Yeah, it's gonna stick in my head, but I don't want to use that against you, that doesn't mean that I don't want you to be around me. Gods know I have plenty of time before you're going to be back here for me to have physical space to get used to the idea.
Well, anything I can do to, like... prove that I'm safe, I guess?
No, it's...
Fine.
It's fine.
It'll... Yeah.
Psyche, it's a lot to hear a person you care about say that they were planning to kill you, but considering the circumstances, I'll get over it.
So you do care about me?
I thought I made that perfectly fucking clear when I didn't immediately hang up the stone when you said you were gonna fucking kill me, Psyche. Of course I care about you.
Yeah.
I don't just call you favorite to make fun of you, which I won't anymore since you're not, with her anymore, but...
Is there a way to, like, change my alias?
Oh, shit!
I just called Quill, and I...
Right, I don't, oh, I hadn't thought about that. I'll talk to Quill, maybe see if you can come up with an alternate. I'll talk to Quill about it. See what happens. There's another meeting in a couple days. I'll bring it up. If you don't mind me talking about the whole not really your jive anymore thing.
Yeah, that's fine. I was gonna talk to her, but I balked, and I wanted to talk to you first. You are substantially more important to me than Quill. Not like my loyalties don't lie with her.
I know.
I assume that she monitors everything.
She can't hear this call or anything.
She can't?
No, she can't.
Really?
I don't think so. If she can, but I don't think so. I feel like she would have gotten onto my ass for quite a few things if she could.
Yeah.
I tend to misuse the workstone. But
Yeah. But yeah, so that's a lot. I'm much more excited to go to Targrave now that it doesn't come with a death sentence.
I am also happy about that, actually. You'd be surprised. I don't enjoy hearing this kind of thing. And so this has taken an invisible weight off my shoulders that existed for about 3 seconds. Really, my life is so hard.
I learned today that people aren't really used to getting death threats.
It depends on the person.
Yeah, are you?
I mean, every threat against the Raven's Court is a threat against me, so I've been starting to get used to it.
Yeah, how's stuff going with that, like, politically?
Fuck if I know. That's kind of what the meeting is for in a couple days, just to kind of get everybody together. I'm not someone who gets to go be up close and personal with the inner circle and all of that, so... but I do know Quill hasn't been getting any fucking sleep, so that can't be good, and I'm sure that I'll be learning some interesting things.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's not really my thing. It's more of a Quill thing, Stitch, couple others. My job is more out here than up there.
Yeah. Is everyone in the house safe?
Yeah, everybody's fine. Twister's busy all the time, and of course Dare and Hallie have their jobs and stuff, but,
What's he doing?
Their friend, Assery, taking them out all the fucking time. They're together constantly. At least to avoid them keeping me up at night while just talking all the time. They usually spend the days out, so.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad they're all okay, and I'm glad you're okay.
I'm keeping them safe. I'm keeping myself safe. Okay, fuck it. I will say I'm less worried about my safety now, 'cause this thing came up recently. Still kind of new for me in general.
What happened?
I was never really raised religious or anything like that. It's never really been something that appealed to me. But recently I kind of had a talk with somebody, and, so... I haven't really talked to anyone other than Dara about this. I think I technically worship Vespa now. So I've got a bit of protection, you know?
That's good. She did what she could to help me.
I'm glad. She seems pretty good and right up my alley, at least, in the kinds of things I need protection with and from.
That's exactly. I'm glad. I don't like not having powers.
I can't imagine that that's very good. No, and to be clear, I'm not like, ooh, magic-y. I don't really prefer that kind of thing myself. But
the safety is good.
Yeah, it's good to have somebody in your back pocket, you know.
I can count. I don't know if it's one hand or two hands, but I can count the number of times that the lady saved me from going into septic shock and dying, alone. So.
You know what? I'm not gonna ask. I'm just gonna move forward. Yeah, it helps to have some.
Not all
kind
clerics
of-
are healers, Journey.
Oh, I
Not
just
all
don't want to
clerics.
bother with magic or anything like that. I know what I'm good at, and it's not that. I'm happy with what I have, and gods know I don't need to bring attention to myself if I'm gonna worship Vespa in this goddamn town.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're safe.
You too.
I'll keep talking to you. Starting to, I don't know. I don't know if I told you that she always watched through my eyes and listened. She had
lady?
access to all of. Yeah, she had access to all of my senses, and that's
Fuck.
how she knew that I wasn't entirely faithful, was because anything I did was monitored. What I used to do is stupid, but I used to write letters without looking at them. I thought that maybe if I couldn't see it, she couldn't see it.
Not horrible
It didn't work.
plan, actually, but
She let me think it worked.
seems like something she would do, yeah.
So, I'm learning that not everyone lives with that. I can't help feeling like she's still watching me.
Oh, well, if she is, she can't fucking do anything about it, so... You can't see her make that gesture, but she definitely actually does it.
How much do I, know that she... that
There's a moment of silence, and it's just so,
Did you just flip off?
How'd you know?
I don't know.
Hey, if she's watching,
Sorry.
she can come fucking suck on my middle finger, so...
Don't tempt her. She's...
I'll be fine, I'll be fine.
I should get to watch, and you should sleep. Well, see you by Frostmorn.
See you by Frostmorn.
Good night, Journey.
Good night, Psyche.
Hey, hang up the stone. The vibes are good. I'm sorry that took so long, gang.
You're fine, don't worry about it. It's very important.
You're so good.
call.
I am not one who can talk about spending time in
I feel
calls
so
with.
many normal, regular, average emotions about these characters.
So many
I'm just.
normal emotions.
I was expecting, a confession of some kind.
Oh, there was a confession.
Journey technically confessed to something.
Yeah,
Journey
that is
almost
true.
confessed to something else and then pivoted.
We were
Listen, here's
this
the thing.
close.
I firmly believe
salvation.
in, out
to
of
greatness.
character, I have always wanted to keep the romance arc separate from the murder arc because I do not believe that romantic relationship should be engaged in when you're fucking trying to kill the other prime. I mean, it's
This is
But
cool.
the
correct.
murder arc is over now.
The murder arc is over now, and I
No
didn't want to be
more
like, hey,
murder
I'm
arc.
gonna kill you. Anyway, do you want to date me? Because that's a scumbag move.
Yeah.
Another call.
True. This
Another
is true.
call.
Makes sense.
Either way,
I need to
will
roll a
say-
perception check.
yes. Psyche, please roll a perception check for me. Yes, Ewan?
Sorry. The whole I'm in love with you and I was told to kill you thing. My brain wouldn't stop playing the as if you could outrun me.
Anyway, that's
Yeah,
a 16 on perception.
Okay.
As if you could fight me off.
Then the rest of your watch passes without incident, and then Armani, if you could please roll for last watch. Is there
Yes.
anything you want to do during this watch?
So that is a 16 plus 4, so that's a 20, dirty 20. And I will say, I don't do anything extreme, but I will say I will flex than everyone else by having my cool fire sword out, so I will stay warm throughout my watch.
Fair enough.
Hell
Don't
yeah.
set the cart on fire.
They can sit at a distance.
It's fine. It's
Or they can sit on the edge of it and stick the sword outward.
I'm being safe about it. It's fine.
I'm not gonna make you catch
Yeah,
the
fire
wagon on
safety.
fire.
Thank you.
And with your fire safety sword, carefully at your side, until the sun rises, your watch passes without incident. And with the dawn of your first full day of travel towards what is hopefully one of the last stops in your journey with Zyanma and Lazare, that is where we will end tonight's session.
Yeah.
So, first of all, Psyche is kind of a great ship name. I see it in chat. I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
Unfortunately, I have one. Yeah, well, we should spell it like that.
Yeah, we have Twistos, but what is the other one?
Psyche is their Johnson name now.
Oh no!
So,
well, we'll have to decide.
Jomos.
We'll
We'll
have
figure
to
it out.
decide.
Feel free to tweet at us.
Yeah, tweet at us ship
Yeah.
names and stuff like that. It's all fun.
Actually, Psyche will make a post about it on their Twitter. You can reply to that.
Yes.
hell yeah.
Twistos,
No
your
more
new
juice.
healthy cereal. Twistos.
So,
But either
Part of
way,
a complete breakfast.
thank you all so much for coming tonight. As usual, it is so wonderful to have you here, and I feel so lucky just seeing your wonderful faces with us and in chat. Thank you so much for the bits and support tonight. As usual, we are going to be on next week at 7:30 U.S. Central Time, Sunday night. And here is your hydration and binder check. Please go get a sip of water. We had very few hydrates this session, so I'm gonna force everyone to take a sip.
You can't see me, but I'm sipping. Finished off
But-
my water.
But the folks at home, you should also be hydrating. There's another hydrate 2.0.
There we
Let's go.
are. Beautiful, beautiful.
Folks
I
at
don't
home,
have
you should
water
also
on
be
me, but I
hydrating.
will when the stream ends, I promise.
Nice. Oh no.
Yeah?
Here's another hydrate.
Yeah,
I don't have any water left in here. I drank 3 glasses of
Time
water.
for the
water.
Time for the binder check. If you are one of our friends that wears Jesus, that's just me.
gracious.
I'll
Don't
join
forget
you.
the stretches.
Solidarity sip.
Go to a quarter and do your
If
stretches.
you are one of our friends that wears a binder, again, please stretch. Please make sure you can breathe. And if it hurts too much, please take it off. Take care of yourself. Because I love you very much. Who should we raid today?
I have
Who's
someone lined
that
up. We
Pokemon?
adore adventures. We have 4
Faye Fiends and
players.
Friends is streaming. We've raided them before.
I have a new one, which is Indoor Adventures.
Sure, what are they up to?
They're doing Rime of the Frost Maiden.
Ooh, okay. Let's go check
There's
that
That's
out.
the oral
art, cute
campaign.
characters, lovely graphics.
Yeah, let's go check
That's
them
the oral
out. So
campaign.
we'll raid them tonight. As usual, let's go give them some wonderful love. And as I say every week, if no one has told you today, I love you very, very much, and I'm so glad you're here with me and us and here just in general. You are an absolutely wonderful gift, and I hope to see you again next week. So let's go spread some wonderful love. Mwah, and we'll see you next week. Bye
Have a good one, folks.
bye. Let's raid.
Bye.
Woohoo! Bye bye.